Hello and welcome to episode 201 of the Super Happy Fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, Miss, and Tem. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. Enjoy the show.
Cupcake, are you still seeing the voices? I'm still seeing
the voices, you say. Smelling the colors, you say.
Oh.
Yes, Phantom. Okay, we are recording. I got it to work. OBS was trying to crash on me, but it's working now.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Pierre.
That kid is highly considering what he can do to launch at you.
Here, I'll
Kitty's
move
like
this.
human.
Come here.
So human.
Look at him. He's like, okay.
Oh, my popsicle's melting. Oh, it's all crushed and slushy like now. I let it sit too long.
There.
No, mine. Oh.
Where the fuck? Is it being stupid?
You look so pretty, Cupcake.
Yes. I can tell the diet is working. Yes.
That and you just look good in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
It fits again!
Yay!
All I had to do was lose 20 pounds.
Woo! How much do you weigh now?
Best estimate, about 238.
Ooh, you're lighter than me.
Nice.
By 2 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta catch up as I eat sugar.
Yeah, I mean, my diet's consisted mainly...
LaCroix, yes.
fucking LaCroix. I ate a decent amount today. By the way, this is fucking disgusting.
Ew!
Cream soda and Mountain Dew, but 0 sugar.
Okay, that does not sound appetizing at all.
It's not. I bought a case just to try it. It's so bad.
I got cat hair in my mouth. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's weird.
Cat.
Look at the tummy!
He's such a pork chop. I love it.
He lets me get away with so much.
The other kitty is like, I'm imperious.
Meow.
Also, look what I got.
Bluey,
Ooh.
I think.
Yes. For $1.99 at Goodwill.
Wow.
These are normally like fucking $20-$30.
Huh?
I love Goodwill. Actually, my whole outfit, except for the hair and the cat stuff, is fucking Goodwill.
Right.
Oh, beep boop. Ooh,
My
kitty.
body's like, oh, you mean to tell me we're not walking everywhere anymore? What
Right.
the fuck?
Ooh,
I have to be sedentary again.
So tell us about your trip.
Yes. So. Hold on a minute. Oop, whoa!
Careful, whatever you're doing.
Well, I accidentally my foot accidentally caught the cord for the webcam and brought it down, but that's all.
Ooh.
So we left on the 29th, right? So we got to Newark, okay, and then got to the gate, and we boarded the plane and lifted off. But within an hour, we had to go back because the air speed, like the thingy that told you the airspeed was broken.
Ooh.
So we kind of had like a little bit of a rougher landing, probably because they couldn't see their airspeed. So they had us get off the plane. And at first they're like, the flight's not canceled right now. And then a little bit later, it is canceled. And so we were supposed to get there at like 9 or so, between 9 and 9:30 Thames time, on Wednesday, the 29th. But we were rescheduled for a red eye, so leaving at like 5:30, 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, getting there at like 6 a.m. the next morning, England time.
Okay.
So
Right.
we had, and this was like at 11 a.m. our time, Eastern time. So we had from 11 until like 4 or 5 to wait in the airport. Thankfully, yeah, it was because Mr. Mish had already used his like 2 United Club passes already. But so we had to pay $41 a person to go to the United Club. But you get nicer seats, you get free. Oh, thank you for.
Oh, okay. No, don't. Watch your ass! You almost spilled my drink. Fucking cat. He doesn't understand gravity. He regularly falls off stuff just by rolling over and forgetting that there isn't something there to catch him.
He doesn't have enough mass to hit terminal velocity and hurt himself.
No, we had to take down a shelf that's over my mom's desk in the living room because he kept falling off of it and landing on her. You're so silly. This back when he was lighter, so
Right.
when he was younger. But I bet you if that shelf was still there, he'd still do it.
Okay,
Probably.
sorry about that. But they have like a buffet usually in like the United Club or the Centaurian Lounge for American Express card holders. So you get endless supply of food and drink, nice bathrooms, nice seats, a bar. You can get alcoholic beverages. So yeah, if it's like gonna be an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's like no, we're not gonna go up there. But because we're gonna pretty much be spending the whole day there, we were like, yeah, let's go up there. And spending $82 for both of us, it was totally fine. But we got there in the morning on Thursday, just fine. It took us. Well, I remember looking because we took an Uber. We could have taken the train, but we had 2 bigger luggages than the carry-on luggage, and really we're tired as fuck. We kind of slept on the plane, but we're not really rested. But I remember looking at the maps on my phone. I'm like, oh, it's gonna take us 24 minutes to go 7 miles. But we got there, got checked in the hotel because Mr. Mish the night before had called into the hotel to be like, yo, here's the sitch. We're not going to be able to make it, but we should be there tomorrow morning. And they left a message. And then so we both showered, slept for a few hours, and then got up. But Friday was Tower of London, which was very nice. We got to see the Ravens and the crown jewels, which we were not allowed to take pictures and or video of.
Of course.
Of course. So kind of went through some of. They had some of like the weapons and the armor and stuff. And it's kind of looking like, oh, Henry VIII's armor. I'm like, oh, what a large codpiece. He's got to make sure he's the king. I said to Mr. Mishi, he's like, yeah, probably because of the symbolists too. I'm like, you're probably right. He's got to have a little extra room because everything's on fire.
Yeah.
Quote unquote fire. um, but that was Friday, which was a lot of fun, and we had dinner. You know, obviously, I kind of planned dinners. And then Saturday was the start of Mr. Mish's conference, and that's the day I made the day trip to France on the Eurostar train. So it was like it left at like 6 in the morning or so, around 6 o'clock a.m. And I had to be there about an hour before. It's kind of like flying on a plane. You gotta be there at least an hour before to go through. I'm going to France, so I had to go through customs to go to France. um, but so I'm like, so I kind of upgraded because there's like it's kind of like an airplane. You have regular, standard, then the next step up like business class or whatever, and then like first class or whatever. So I kind of went to the middle one because I'm like, I don't need the fancy dancy stuff, but the next one up from the regular standard is you get breakfast. I was like, good, because this way I can get up at like 3:30 a.m., get showered, dressed, all my stuff together, take an Uber. I'm like, I could probably take, and this was like, within the first few days there. So I'm like, I'm not comfortable enough taking the trains this early or the buses this early. So let me just call an Uber. Ubered there, got through customs okay, and we had a lot of fun. I had the savory breakfast, so I think it was what it tasted. It was like a tart kind of thing, like a pastry, and in the middle, I think it tasted like a tomato and other stuff, yogurt, that kind of thing. Got there, and my friend met me there, so it was a lot of fun. She took me around some of the older parts of Paris. We saw where Nicolas Flamel lived. Looked at the outside of the Notre Dame, which was very nice, because I was kind of like, if I had another day here, I might go into Notre Dame. Although another friend mentioned, like, if you want to get into there for free, go there for Mass. I'm like, that's a good idea. If you don't want to have to pay to go in, go for Mass.
Makes sense.
But, just seeing the outside was really, really nice. And they've actually, like I told my brother, because he was like, are they still working on it? I'm like, from what I saw there, they were not, because I just saw the front of the building. They were not working on the front. If they were working on the back, I saw a crane kind of in like on the roof, but I'm like, I didn't see anything on the front, so they were pretty much done with whatever stuff on the front. And it was interesting because my friend was telling me, like, they saw when it was on fire, they saw the big plume of black smoke, and they're like, oh, because it was one of those things where it's a very French, it's part of being French. So it was like a strike to the heart, like, oh, it's a fire. So, and then we went to, there's a Shakespeare Globe thingy right across from Notre Dame, but we had lunch right next to it, and so I had a rabbit leg, and I think some sort of potato, and then chocolate crepes, because I'm like, I'm in France, I gotta have crepes.
Of course.
And sorry, my brain just kind of went, what am I doing? And then we kind of walked around a little bit more of different parts of Paris. So it was really nice because, like, we got to, like, a little further out, and there was, like, these cute little, like, townhouses or houses of some sort. And it was so quiet, but you were still really close to, like, downtown Paris. But it was, like, really quiet. And I was like, so fun. But we only had time to do a few things. Before I had to go back to the train station and then go back to England And because they closed, because so our hotel was literally, it was like 500 feet down the road to it's called the DLR line. And so, like, a subway, train, exit. Really convenient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, over the weekend through last Monday, which was a bank holiday, the DLR line was closed. So if we had to go anywhere, we had to walk 20 minutes to the custom house where the DLR line, it went through the DLR line went through there, but that was also where you got off for like the Elizabeth line. You know how it goes sometimes. It's like, get off here for this line and this line. So we would have to walk 20 minutes to get to that to take the train anywhere, which is annoying. So like Saturday night, I took the trains home and had to get off a custom house and walk 20 minutes back to the hotel. But it was perfect. I felt perfectly safe. Kind of. Hold on. Sorry. You'll experience disruption. Okay. All right. Sorry. Work message. Thank you.
Okay. Get off my hand. Here we go. What are you grooving to? You look like you're grooving to something.
No, I'm just here.
Oh,
just
you're just
listening.
vibing? Do you still need to take your mom to the dentist? Okay.
No, that was 11 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And she just ended up going herself because I came up and like, did you want to ride? She's like, I'm going. Goodbye. Like, okay.
Well, okay then. Well, I have some things to talk about, but I'd rather Mish be here for it, so.
Right.
I also wish I had slept.
Get out of my head.
Yeah. How much sleep did you get? Any? I'm sorry. I also got 0.
I mean, I slept before you were
Twinsies!
talking to me this. Yeah. I slept before I talked to you this morning, but that was my alarm going off at 5 a.m. and waking me up. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm awake.
Oh.
Rather. But Mr. Mish got home about the same time I did because that was the first day. So he was gone. He was like 8 a.m. to like 9:30 p.m. So he had blisters forming within like 2 days of, because he had to wear the dress shoes to go with his suit, and the dress shoes aren't exactly the greatest for walking around in a lot. So Sunday was Trafalgar Square in the morning, and then I went on a tea time cruise of the Thames. So, and because I was by myself, I got like a front row seat by the front of the boat.
Ooh.
So that was fun. And there was the dry humor of the crew. And, because they were like pointing outside, it's like, there's the recreation of the globe, which is where Tim and I went. One of the places we went. And right next to it is the pub that's been there that Shakespeare went to, and the crew and I go there for research purposes. So you guys know we're getting all the information. But you could hear the quotation marks around research purposes. It's like, yeah, you're also drinking while you're researching. And as we were coming back, because we kind of took off and came back to around the Tower of London. We saw the Trader's Gate. So Mr. Mish and I saw from the inside of the tower, and then I saw from the outside of the tower from the riverside. And they were like, yeah, the last person executed was William Wallace, otherwise known as Mel Gibson. I was like, oh my god. But that was that was that. And then what else? I have to think now. What was I doing on Monday? Crap. Hold on. I don't look at my pictures. Go back to last week. What was I doing on Monday? Okay, so May 1st, May 2nd, May 3rd. Go. Oh yes. It was my excursion. Because Mr. Mish's allergies and sinuses where he had like a postnasal drip. It was going crazy. So I ventured out in the morning to try to find a pharmacy. So the first pharmacy that ended up, I went to the same like brand. It's like, you know how like CVS will have different locations. Boots has different locations. But the first Boots I was walking towards, I didn't realize, oh, that's in the London airport that's across the street from us. I can't get into that because it's in the airport. Duh. So then I walked to another one because I'm like, oh, this is only another 20 minutes. I'll just walk to this one. It's closed because it's Monday and it's a bank holiday. I'm like, so I went to the Starbucks down the street and got a coffee. And I was like, hey, got a question. I know today's a bank holiday. Are there any farm? And she's like, yeah, you just have to double check. So I saw Boots. Oh, it's a Canary Wharf. And went to Canary Wharf. And I think it was Sunday we had another dinner, and it was a Canary Wharf, and it was annoyingly stupid to try to get to because there were so many tall buildings that fucks with your GPS. But I was kind of walking around, I'm like, Boots, I'm on top of it. Okay, it's probably in the inside, because like there's like an inner like shopping area. I'm like, oh, I probably have to go in. So I went in. Oh, here's a thingy, a map, Boots. Oh, there it is. I just go that way. So that was my morning, and then I had pizza for lunch. I think that afternoon I was just like resting, because I know the next morning I went to Mudshoot Farm. Saw all the animals, including the loaf of a llama, or I'm not sure if it was a llama or alpaca, but they were being loafs because it was chilly, but sunshine was out, so they were like, we're going to loaf and soak up the sun.
Did they have poofs on their head or just straight hair?
Let me go back up to the picture. No poofs on
Those
the
were
top
probably
of the head.
llamas.
1 second. Let me share.
I mean, llamas are cute. When I lived out in YOLO, there was a llama there. He was in love with the horse, and he was a bit of a jackass, but he was lovely when he wanted pets.
I put it in the chat.
Oh,
There is the loaf.
yeah, that's a llama, I think.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but whatever.
Oh, and then the same one here. Little video. He was taking a dust bath. And being cute. Okay, so I have dust bath. I roll around. And then I'd be cute. For a camera. Then I roll around a little bit more. But yeah. Tuesday. So it was Tuesday morning, and then I had Chinese food for lunch. I was very excited. And then that night, oh my gosh, I had the most wonderful tart. I know I'm making Cupcake jealous. And then Wednesday was the adventures of me and Tom.
Yay!
Big. So we met up at St. Paul's Cathedral. But because we're gonna go in, but then they were like, "Oh, it's closed this morning because there's like an event going on. So we're like, okay, well, like, until like noon. They're like, okay, thanks. We'll come back. And then we're like, okay, what do we want to do until lunch? So then that's why I said earlier we went to the recreation of the Globe Theater. Took a little tour and lunch in a pub, and then back to St. Paul's. We were kind of thinking about it, like, and because she was like, "Do you want to go up to the upper parts?" I'm like, you know what? I'm not immediately going. Let's do it. So let's just stay down here. Because I think we're both a little tired, and like, if it had been in the morning, I probably would have gone up. But I'm like, yeah, I've been walking around too much. So, but before we got back to St. Paul's Cathedral, we kind of went through like a the outdoor market type thing, and then we got to see the cheese she had been talking about. So like, it's part of making of the cheese is, depending on the type of cheese, it's a different type of alcohol. So it's boozy cheese. So it's very good. Or at least it looked very good. But we didn't get any cheese. And my French friend sent me back with a couple of slices of cheese, which was very nice. I kind of ate them on the way home, and I was very... It's unpasteurized, so like she said, it's technically raw meat, because it's unpasteurized cheese. I'm like, that's fine. Like, I will not... But, so yeah, that was Tam and I's adventure. And we came back, and she get to meet Mr. Mish at first, because he was napping before he had, like, a thing that evening. So we went out and got pizza at the same place I had lunch at earlier in the week. Came back, and we hung out in the lobby area. And eventually she was like, okay, I'm going to finish the pop I got and then leave. So she was getting ready to leave, and Mr. Mish was like shambling and like so tired. I'm like, oh, because I saw the hat first, and that's kind of why he wears the hat, is to be recognized. I'm like, oh, you're in luck, Tim. Mr. Mish is walking in. You get to see it for like 5 minutes. Like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Did you guys have fun? Okay, good. I'm going up to the room. Alright. And then Tuesday night, again, it was like the little thingy. We kind of went to like the mixer. We entered in the raffle for a Nespresso coffee machine and a purse. Mr. Mish was humoring me with an Nespresso coffee machine. But we kind of were like, we're gonna stay through, like, it was gonna be at 8 o'clock. Like, we're gonna get our drinks. We got the little, like, here's your ticket for your one free drink. So we got our drinks, kind of mixed a little bit, and we went upstairs to sit down. And then we're both like, yeah, let's wait until they draw the draw for the giveaway, and then we see if we won the 2 things we put in for, and we didn't win. So we're like, okay, we're going back to the hotel room. Bye, everybody. And then Thursday was, I kind of hung out a little bit. Can't remember what I did. I may have just hung out. Oh, because Mr. Mish had like a final thing in the morning, so I kind of meandered my way towards the British Museum with a cup of Starbucks coffee. I stopped at Custom House, because right as you get out there for the Excel building, and there's a Starbucks right there. Got a Starbucks, made my way to the British Museum, like, just to make sure, like, I know what buildings to look for. Like, okay, is there what's across the street from it? Oh, there's a Starbucks. Let me sit in it and drink my coffee. And then I got to have the anime ramen, so the Naruto ramen bowl, the matcha senpai drink, and the sakura mochi, and the edamame and the sakura mochi, because I'm like, I heard it described in a fan fiction, surprisingly enough, I've always wanted to try it, and it was on the menu, so I'm like, I'm getting this, and it's so good. So, like, I used a spoon to, like, have the spoon they provided to, like, have half of it. Chopsticks with the other half, and then the pickled, I can't remember what kind of leaf it is, but it's a pickled leaf. So it was, like, really, really good. So, yeah. And lots of anime characters on the walls. That kind of thing. And so then I kind of meandered back and sat at one of the tables outside of Starbucks and told Mr. Mish, like, I'm done with lunch. He's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay, I'm right across the street at the Starbucks, sitting outside. I just kind of waited for him. And then kind of spent the afternoon wandering through the museum, or at least a good portion of it. There were some portions that we didn't get to, like there's an Asian part we didn't get to, but like, you know, the Rosetta Stone, the Egyptians, the Greeks, ancient Rome, ancient Britain, you know. And there was also something for Hawaii, and we're like, you have to pay to get into that. We were just in Hawaii, so we're like, I think we're fine to skip the Hawaii portion. Sorry, I'm typing something for work.
No problem.
So and then Friday we flew back home. Spent the day flying back home. And got home around 6 p.m. Eastern time, and Mr. Mish's mom picked us up, and we got home and we packed all of the clothing and stuff, because we're like, okay, we're running on fumes a little bit, but we're still running, so let's get these unpacked before we shower and pass out. So we did, and we showered and passed out.
Okay. Sounds like you had a lot of fun. And
Yes.
a lot of walking.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I told Mr. Mish, I'm like, I'm trying not to complain because you're doing so much more walking than I am. And, my brain is like, finish what you're doing with work and you can continue to talk with your friends. But yeah, it was like, yeah. You sit down for lunch and then you stand up and you're like, so like, what the fuck? We were sitting, why are you standing again? What the fuck? But yeah, it was very nice seeing my friend France, and it was very, very, very nice to see Tem and have adventures with Tem. Like I told Tem, I'm like, okay, so sitting, there's a little courtyard next to St. Paul's. I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting here. I have a blue hoodie thing on and a black backpack purse. And all of a sudden, meh! So, it was a lot of fun. I'm like, okay.
I'm glad you two got to hook up. That sounds wrong.
Yes.
I'm glad you two got to meet.
Phrasing. Anyway.
Yes, we got to hang out. And but yeah. Thumbs up. Yeah. And we're now friends on Pokemon Go.
Oh, God. Fucking Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Man, I wish I could meet you. And Cupcake. And Tam. And some of the other people in the chat. Rye's a good kid. And Jen. And Taz.
Rising goofy goober.
And I would love to meet Ovi.
I think we'd all like to meet Ovi.
I miss him. I poke him occasionally in like DMs just to make sure
Yeah.
he's okay.
We don't want to fucking repeat a Moss.
Well, no,
What happened?
Ovi is not currently sick. He's not sick. So
No, I know,
he's
but it's
good.
like Moss is like, I'm in the hospital. And then we get a message 3 days later, yeah, Moss died. What?
Ow.
Like, Moss is like, it's all very routine, everything is fine, nothing's wrong. And then one of their siblings is like, yeah, he died. What? What?
I miss Moss.
We all do.
He was a good kid. They're all good kids.
Yes. Maybe one of the. See, I know next year Inta is back in San Diego, and I know one of those days I'll be in San Diego. I'll be making a point to, because last year they said this, to meet up with my sister-in-law's parents because they live in San Diego. They're like, oh, you, because they saw my brother and his family, and then
Right.
her parents had come in to see my nephew play at a baseball game, and I'm like, oh, you were in San Diego. You should let us. We would have met up with you. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but maybe if I decide I feel like splurging and maybe renting a car or something, because I'm assuming that the Uber will be just as fucking expensive as, or more expensive than renting a car. I might just be like, okay, honey, do you have anything you need me to do on this day? Kind of like what I did with my friend in France. Like, do you have anything that you need me to be around or schedule for us this day? All right, I'm brooming up. I'm brooming up to see Kiki.
That's like an 8-hour trip, Mish. It might be cheaper to fly to me from there. Jeez.
Well, I know the last time I looked, flights from here to like Sacramento airport, like round trips like under $300. It's probably not that cheap anymore, but it was like well within the reason. Like take a long weekend.
It depends on the airline, but yeah, mostly 300 or under.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to drive like 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours, depending on traffic, just to see my ass. I would feel so bad.
Yeah, no.
And don't take the train; they're even slower.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, they've gone up a little bit. Now they're $600-700. But the last time I looked, it was ridiculous. I was like, oh, that's way doable.
okay. So hold on a minute. Let's see here. San Diego to... What's the closest airport to you, Kiki?
Sacramento.
Oh yeah, that price has gone up a little bit. Now it's $400 or $500 minimum.
So let me scroll. So, oh, it's only letting me go to April 2027. Well, let's just pretend.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Sacramento International. That's the closest to me. Because I'm literally just right over the river.
Right. Yeah, so probably like a couple $1,000 in transportation. Probably $500-600 in hotels. Not too bad.
Well,
doable.
I did like a weekend thing, so like the first flight is like would be like it's ranging in price from like $560 to like $800 some dollars, depending on like what times. That's using United. But yeah, it's. Let me see something else here. Bing bing. Yeah, because we kind of figured that out last year, where it was like, oh, it's going from San Diego to Los Angeles. It's like, oh, it's like 5 hours. Oh no. Go to. into... Yeah, 11 hours, 40 minutes is the...
Is the quickest flight, Jesus.
Well, no, it's the quickest, like... Okay, hold on a minute. No, that's... Oh, that's... Okay, sorry. That is using the train. Excuse me. Let me look at...
Which I don't recommend.
8 hours, 5 minutes. Fastest route with the usual traffic. So I have to, like, spend a couple days. Like, spend a day getting up there, spend a day, and then coming back.
Spend a day coming home. Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I mean, I'd take you around here, I'd take you around SAC, we'd get some good food, we'd see some history, maybe go to the science museum that's new there, because I haven't been there yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I love me a good science museum.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe a club or something. Sacramento is full of those. See Old Sac, which has great shops.
Ooh.
And is right on the river, so its restaurants have beautiful views. And then there's the good restaurants here in town. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like if most of you saw my town, your heads would explode.
Well, it's so pretty.
I know, it's like something I keep saying, it's just like every time I go for a walk, it's like something out of an anime. Plus I live on a river, so.
Yeah. Well, because I kind of went, like, I saw a TikTok where they're like, oh, tell me something really nice about your small town that would make me want to, like, what I would go to. I said, well, the Castle Noel, Alien Vacation Putt Putt, and having a downtown that looks like it's straight out of a Hallmark movie.
Oh, dude, try mine. Good lord.
And I didn't say anything in the TikTok, but there was a movie being filmed there with Chris Pine.
You guys have the downtown that looks like you have like the town square and stuff, which is amazing.
Yeah,
I have like the like Main Street downtown where you've got the 2-3 story brick buildings.
Yeah.
But again, because we're on a river.
Yeah.
I think there's an ordinance in town that makes buildings not be able to be a certain height, because the tallest building we have is our new courthouse, and that's only like 5 stories.
Well, like we have that kind of stuff, but like the vertical, vertical rise in my town from like riverbed, like from river's edge to where I am, just to where I am is like 450 feet difference. So like, it's like hills all the way up until you get out of the valley. It's just wild. It's also why just walking, I get a ridiculous workout. As like I was talking to you and I was walking, my thing's going, heart rate too high, heart rate too high, heart rate too high. I'm like, dude, I'm going uphill for like the next quarter mile.
We can dream. Maybe it'll happen someday. Maybe it won't.
Yeah, and then maybe I'll fly.
Hubby and I would
teleport.
still really like to move to Minnesota, but that's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
We can barely afford to live as it is. Saving up money to move is almost impossible.
Well, it may become one of those things where the cost of living becomes so high that you literally have to get out because you get, priced out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see with the next governor.
Yeah.
God, I'm so worried. I voted, by the way. Our mail-in ballots came and we all voted, so that's done for me. I don't have to do any more research on it. I'm just still worried about the people I researched and was like, oh God, I hope they don't get in positions.
Hey, look, a neo-Nazi. Hey, look, a neo-Nazi. Hey, look, a neo-Nazi. Because
there's an active TERF in my area going for a position that's quite powerful. I don't remember which one it was, and I don't remember her name. I just remember her face. Because that's the way my brain works. But yeah, I was reading and I was all for her because she's technically a Democrat until I got to her about boys and girls' bathrooms. And I'm like, oh, you're talking about trans girls. You little shit. You almost had me. She's a veteran. She wants her schools to be better. Blah, 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 blah.
She's got the trans screw loose.
Fucking turfs.
I just always get into that whole like, I don't know. You know what? There's nothing I can add to the conversation that hasn't been vomited up ad nauseum. I was just like, I had this conversation in Jen's server where Jen was like, "This is Cupcake. He's the token cishet male, white male," and I'm like, I know it's bizarre, right? Like, I match these requirements, and I'm not a red pill neo-Nazi.
Because you were raised with drinking respect women and other folks' juice.
I just like just the violent, poisonous chauvinism I run into with other dudes. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why do you even? Because we all have our moments where we, like the baser, gross, darkness of humanity sticks out, emerges. But
Yeah.
like just listening to people talk, I'm like, do you really hate other human beings so much that you would subjugate them in that way?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the billionaire who's trying to pretend that like certain taxes wouldn't help. And he took money from private prisons and he hides it overseas and shit like that. Tobacco, weaponry, crap like that. All the bad stuff billionaires do. And he's pretending like he's a Democrat. Although he is technically a Democrat because a lot of Democrats have moved over to a more, we're trying to get on the Republican side so we can get those votes.
Right.
So they're kicking us under the bus.
In the words of one of my oldest German friends, you Americans think you have a left and a right. What you actually have is a right and a Nazi party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what a lot of Americans don't realize is the Nazi Party took their eugenics shit from the United States.
Right.
The United States was fucked up to start with.
There's a reason why so many American businessmen in the 20s were fucking eugenics, neo-Nazi fucking psychopaths.
Yeah. Be right back, switching over.
Okay.
Rada. Okay. Hey. All right. Yeah, and doing the whole thing of, people, Americans not realizing like, oh hey, yeah, guess what? Your history is whitewashed. And we would never do that shit. Oh yes, we did. No, we don't. May I direct you to George Takai? He's still alive, and he was in a internment camp. Please talk to him about his experiences as a child in internment camp. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay. To be fair, they weren't actual death camps like the Nazis did.
True.
The thing you have to remember is that there was a difference between concentration camps and death camps. The death camps came later.
Yeah.
Not a defense, just a reality.
Yeah.
Because they got to the point where they're like, what the fuck do we do with all of these people? Because they were losing the war. They're like, well, clearly, death camp. Just start gassing them.
Yep. And it's like, yeah, it's like, but why would they take inspiration from America? I'm like, do you guys remember what you guys are not taught? Because I didn't realize this, because it's just like, oh, here's a chapter on slavery in history class, and then move on. They don't tell you, oh yes, they weren't just beating and whipping, they were torturing and murdering and lynching and Yeah, George Washington had fake teeth from his slaves, and they were doing other unsavourable things with the body parts, including the skins of African Americans. We killed off and drove off and whiteified, colonized Native Americans, and that was still going on and is still going on. So it's like, yeah, America is not nice. We learned a lot from mommy and daddy in England. Yes. We learned how to be imperial colonizers. Yay! Okay, they're doing something out in my front tree lawn. Looks like, a utilities guy. I know there were some issues where the internet went out a little bit, so I'm not sure if that's what they're doing. I hope not, because I'm trying to work, but, at least...
Yeah, that would suck.
But, yep. But yeah, it's like, yeah. There's also the hilarious thing, it's like, yeah, when the British monarch that we rebelled against so many years ago, who has a brother in the Epstein files, most likely either had a hand in or let whatever happened to Diana happen, as part of the firm, has to go in front of the Senate and or Congress and say, hey, you're not being you're not democratizing correctly. You done fucked up.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
Kind of in related news. Not really. Hi, Tam.
There's Tam.
Hello. Hi. Hoi hoi.
Tosses Tam out
my
window.
gosh, is that cat? Tosses what? Just got
heard
here.
me. I'm gonna just fenestrate you. I'm gonna top you out a window.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the window is open right now.
You know what they say, when one door closes, Cupcake will throw you out the window.
Good Lord.
How is
Good to
Tam?
know who to be with in the fire. Just Cupcake tosses me out the window.
Right.
I am good. Very good, especially actually today.
Oh, yes, because you're putting your 2 weeks notice.
Well, it's a month, but hey ho! Notice in! Let's go! 4 more weeks.
And clearly they like you enough to not be like, all right, great, well, you can go then.
Yeah.
They're too short-staffed at the moment for that shit.
I always wait for that when somebody's like, I'm giving my 2 week notice. Like, great, you could just leave then. What? You're done.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple of times at my work where somebody's like, I'm giving my 2 week notice, and the Mad GM's just like, you're done then. What? No, you're done.
Dinner's just become ready.
Mm.
I have only ever seen that once before, and that's because the guy was a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
You're
Yes, you are.
exhausted. You can't imagine anything else but sleeping right now.
I need to stay up so I can fucking sleep tonight.
Nah, you can sleep later.
Or when you're dead, that you
Yeah, sleep when you're dead.
I'm just glad I don't have to open until Thursday because I definitely do not love waking up at 4 a.m. Speaking of sleep.
It's my long shift tomorrow. Let's go.
I'm working 9 to 5 tomorrow.
The bizarre reality when you end up working a normie shift.
Yeah, because like Thursday and Friday are a 6 to 2 and a 6 to 1. And I'm highly considering some sort of cheat day on Friday because I'm pretty sure I've managed to break the 240 barrier on weight.
Nice.
Yes. 2 days in a row I've stepped on the scale and I've been under 240 or been 240 or less. Just like 5 more days. 5 more days. Because the first week I can maintain it, then I can open up my diet. According to my doctor, he's like, "What's your below severe obesity?" He's like, "You could have cheat days." I'm like, okay.
Cheat day.
I've been severely obese for like the past 15 to 20 years. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna ask
according
you
to
this.
the BMI.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you the same thing the doctor asked me, and humor me on this for a second. And you've heard me talking about this, so I assume you know what I'm gonna ask. But like, obviously, is your blood pressure high, or do you have normal blood pressure?
Normal and or lower end of the blood pressure scale.
Okay, so you don't have that. Okay.
Because usually my blood pressure, the lower one, is like between 70 and 80.
That's elevated, but not by a lot.
Or the lower one. But it's
That's what I'm
usually
saying.
like,
That is elevated for the lower one. You want it 70 or less.
but yeah, it's usually normal range.
And
Not
yes, they are insane because my lower one is in the mid 80s, and that puts me in primary hypertension. Like low 80s, think like 81, 82. And they were like, oh my God, your heart's going to explode, Cupcake. And I'm like,
No heart explode. No die. Not allowed.
I've been there and done that. There is a legitimate story behind that one.
like, just like finding out that, like, it's been implied, I won't find out till July when I see the doctor, but it's being implied that my hypertension is probably tied to sleep apnea and my lack of sleep, not being able to sleep, and that my blood pressure may drop rapidly if I like. He's like I can't say you have it because you haven't been tested for it. He goes, but you're a textbook case, and he goes, it's all interrelated. He's like, if you have sleep apnea, you have high blood pressure, which exacerbates obesity, makes you hungrier, so you always want to eat. Because I was talking, I'm like, I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. I never stop being hungry. He's like, yeah, that's exhaustion, most likely. He's like, you're not getting enough restorative sleep, and so your body's just constantly hungry because it's trying to offset the fact that you're not sleeping. And he goes, when you do sleep, you sleep like crap, so it doesn't, like, even taking naps doesn't fix your problem.
Mm-hmm. As someone with sleep apnea, I can tell you,
yeah,
that's very much the case. Are you going to be tested?
Well, I see the sleep specialist the 28th of July.
Okay.
So I see my general doctor for my 3-month follow-up on the heart medication, like the Monday. I think it's Monday the 27th. Don't quote me on this. I don't remember the exact dates, but I see him, and then I see the sleep specialist the next day.
nice.
It just happened to land that way. And I'm confusing the living snot out of my doctor because all of my numbers are normal other than high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm rapidly dumping weight. So I don't fit the clinical profile. I seem like it should be this, and this, but all of my numbers are good except for my blood pressure and the fact that I was overweight. And then I immediately was just like, okay, let's lose the weight. He's like, oh shit. Well, that was his response was like, he's like 20 pounds in like 5 weeks is ridiculous. I'm like, oh, you told me to lose weight. He's like, yeah, well, we're aiming for a couple pounds a month, not a couple pounds a week.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just curious because I'm finding out that a lot of people who have been chronically obese, like both genders, a lot of it is tied. What's up?
I was just pointlessly correcting you. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Well, I meant biologically. Excuse me.
Oh, you're talking about sex.
Your Majesty.
Okay. Well, there's still more than two, so. Intersex people exist.
Right.
I can also
And
vouch
they
for
would be
somebody
included within those two.
Okay.
I can vouch for somebody who is on HRT. Say with confidence, I don't fit neatly into either category medically.
Let me preface the original statement. I said it because many people are going, well, they're not doing any of this with women's biology, only men's biology. All I meant by it.
Okay.
Love of all that is good and holy. May
Comrade,
his
keep
great
talking.
donut in the sky show us mercy by sprinkling our life with powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
The holy donut. Anyway, I'm done. That was that was all a setup for a holy donut joke.
I'll go MSG instead, so I'm covered. Shit.
But my long and short is like the doctor telling me that like the studies are showing that people who have been chronically obese also have issues, and it's also the comorbidity is like high blood pressure is the like the thing that ties it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, that's originally I really was asking, because I was like, it doesn't necessarily have to be apnea, just like people who have trouble sleeping, they're finding are chronically obese. And it's also a comorbidity of like, when you're obese, it's harder to get good sleep because you have more weight pressing on your parts. And it's like, I hate it. He literally, when he was like, he's like, I'm not saying this. I have to say this because there's no other way to say this. He's like, but if you lose weight, you'll be healthy. Yes, the other doctors were right. You probably will be in better shape if you would lose the weight. But that's not the answer. That's the final destination. Like, how do we get you there?
Yeah.
Final destination. Oh no.
You know, for the folks with the other half of the reproductive parts, it's even more confusing because then it goes into like men's endocrine systems are much easier to deal with than women.
Yeah. And because it was like, as I had to go to a specific like dietitian.
Right.
Her speciality is, okay, you have this, this, and this. And okay, you have PCOS. All right. And so she was able to go, all right, here's a list. Here's a few papers of what to avoid and what you can eat.
Right.
And it was like, because I had already like years ago, like, okay, cut out the pop. Stop drinking the pop all the goddamn time.
Right.
So that was like, something I stopped years ago. And I was like, oh. So I have to like get back on the like train of like, eating better.
Right.
After the miscarriage. Because I kind of just went, fuck it. After the miscarriage, like, I'm going to eat what the fuck I want. Because it's a comfort right now to eat whatever the fuck I want. But what, and she'll kind of say like, okay, yeah, here's this. And she was the one who said like, if you, like, you have to have the mentality of like, if you have a cheat day, that's fine. Just don't do it every day.
Yeah.
Which is like, so, you have to sit there and have like the mentality part of it.
The discipline is the hardest part. That's like,
yeah.
I was talking to Keith about this earlier. Like, everybody's like, "Whoa, look at Cupcake! He's cooking. I could do it too." And then they're like, "How you doing, Cupcake?" I'm like, "I hate about this. I'm miserable." They're like, "Oh, he's not having a good time. Maybe I can't do this." I'm like, "No, like that's a part of the process. It's just gonna suck. There is no joy in this. This isn't fun. This is just misery over and over continuously." Like, well, it's gonna be fat. Damn.
Yeah. And that's.
Go ahead, Mish.
And like, because I was explaining, because we saw another one of my friends from high school Thursday night. And she's always been on the heavier side, but and even Mr. Mission knows that when she had come to visit a few years back, like 10 years ago. But he was like, is she like heavier than she used to be? I was like, yeah, because she was telling us like she got COVID like 6 times, which gave her lung issues. And then she fucked up her leg. So now she's disabled. So it's like, and then so if you're in any way like physically disabled,
Right.
that compounds. Like,
Right.
and even if you're not physically, well, you could probably argue at some point that having so much weight on you gives you a disability of sorts. And I am coming at this from being mainly able-bodied, so I'm not trying to like be insensitive.
Oh, yeah,
but
my assistant at work has got to be north of 400 pounds, and he's not much taller than I am. Watching him walk is painful.
yeah,
Like,
so,
you know that the fat person waddle because they literally have to swing their arms to get enough momentum.
yeah,
It's just like, dude, you don't like. I understand you don't care, but you don't have to be this heavy.
yeah. And so that also compounds. I'm like,
Right.
if she can't walk or like, so that compounds it where, and I have another friend online where it's like, because he has a thing with his leg, he got overweight, and then he can't
Right.
actually, so like it kind of got like rolling down the hill faster and faster of like you're disabled, you can't work out, and then you're sedentary, and then you get more heavy, and then you can't work out even more because you're heavier, and
Yeah.
then you get heavier because you can't work out.
Yeah, but
it's
It's a
like,
vicious cycle.
the whole thing with this is, and I keep saying this, and people are like, no. I'm like, no. The working out isn't the problem.
I know
Like,
it's
working out isn't going to make you fit. It's always what you're putting in your body. It does not
Yes.
matter how much you fucking run or lift. You cannot outrun your diet. Like,
yes.
I had to learn this the hard way because for the last 3 years, I've been jogging, I've been walking, I've been lifting. And like, I'm like, I got,
Yeah.
I got guns, but like, I'm like, this was still happening. And then finally, like, I'm looking at what I eat and I'm going, holy shit. I mean, like, I thought I was eating like a
Yeah.
little bit. No, I was eating fucking 6,000 calories a day, even when I was fucking lifting every day and jogging every day.
And that's the other thing, because our culture here in America,
Oh, it's
in
fucking
other parts
horrid.
of the country, is you work out, you get fit. They don't tell you, oh, if you're still eating 10,000 calories a day, you're not going to lose weight no matter how hard you work out.
That and
Well,
there's all
number
these
one-
stupid fad diets that don't work.
Yeah.
Well, and like, what's really horrifying to me as somebody who's like swimming through the madness is the fad diets are built on scientifically, medically supervised diets that will make you lose weight. But I'm telling you right now, from experience, those diets suck on ice. They are not like the actual real, like a real keto diet. No average American would ever want to be on that diet. One of the guys from Loading Ready Run is on the keto diet. He was talking about he lost like 150 pounds in 6 months or something. And his diet is literally lean protein and vegetables, green vegetables, and that's it.
No carbs.
Like chicken, pork, turkey, wild game, and green vegetable. That's all he eats. No sauces, no noodles, no bread, no rice, just fucking green vegetables and meat. And I'm telling you right now, like having done that here and there for like a week at a time, in like the month and a half I've been on this diet, there's no calories. There's no fucking calories when you eat nothing but meat and vegetables. There are no calories. You can eat as much, like, as long as you're not talking like deep fried chicken. Like, you want to eat chicken breast, chicken thighs that you've baked, go for it. You can eat like 4 or 5 of them, and that's like 500-600 calories. Which people go, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, but that's a plate of meat like this big. Like the first week I was on the diet and I dropped 10 pounds. That's all I ate was a cup of white rice, a cup of broccoli, and a chicken thigh. And it's fine. Like, it wasn't like bad. But if that's all you eat, you get so bored so quickly.
Yeah. And I know I was talking to my friend in France.
Yeah.
About it too, and like about the stories I've heard about Americans going over to Europe
Yeah.
or Great Britain.
Right.
And all of a sudden, and they're saying, like, I've always had issues eating XYZ. And here I tried it and I don't have the same issue. Or they have like some sort of like autoimmune disease or some sort of condition, and then they go to Europe or the UK and it's like, I don't have that anymore. There's some things in Europe and the UK that wouldn't fly in America, but it was like that one place, the one Subway they wanted to open up in Ireland or Great Britain, and they're like, "Oh, let's test your food," and they
Yeah.
couldn't. They couldn't. They couldn't.
Too much sugar in the bread, it counted as
Bread,
cake
yeah.
under Irish law. Yeah, I know.
Under Irish law, too much. That's too much sugar in the bread. We can't classify this as bread. This is cake.
I remember
And
we had this
so,
discussion last week.
yeah, I had this discussion with them too,
Yeah.
because it was like, yeah, like I said, like, I normally would not have this much bread, but I know this bread is much healthier for me than the bread in America.
Well, it just contains less sugar, so you're not getting as
Yeah.
many calories per slice or per serving as you would get with mass-produced bread. I mean, like, part of this whole thing is the United States is producing food at such a volume that they found every shortcut to make it as cheap, like, and as stable as possible. And that means it's full of sugar, it's full of preservatives. The same for them.
Not to mention as addictive.
Right. Well, forget about addiction. I mean, American portions are wild to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to hear this, but you're not supposed to eat half a pizza.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have a quarter pounder every day. You're not supposed to be eating nothing but like deep fried potatoes every day. You're not supposed to do that. It's not good for you. As somebody who's done that for the last year and a half and gained 30 pounds, now losing them, yeah, that shit will kill you. I still like it, but it doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
That's all you eat. It'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, and like I was, talking to my friend in France, and she was like, "Yeah, I would go to America, travel to America for work." And she would go to American restaurants and ask for the children-sized portion,
right?
Because everything else was so fucking big, and they were like, "Are you sure?" It's like, "Yeah, child-sized portion, please and thank you."
Well, that's like effectively that's what you're supposed to be eating.
Yeah.
You
got
like. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you finish and then I'll explain.
All I was gonna say is like, we went for Mexican 2 weeks ago, and I got the smallest burrito that wasn't like just a bean or cheese burrito, and it was 12 inches long, rolled up. And it was literally nothing but chicken breast, vegetables, like a little bit of non-cream based sauce. Like it was, like not salsa, but it was like it was sauteed in something. And I ate half there and had to take half home because that was fucking 1,500 calories before any of the sides.
Mish got a massive culture shock in the UK because I remember you mentioning about McDonald's when you were over here.
Oh yeah.
Was it our large is like your small or something like that?
Yeah, it was the Starbucks where I asked for a large iced coffee, and it was a medium.
Right.
It was like an American medium.
Right.
And it was like, oh, well, like I'm fine with that, but it was like, oh, like because I was expecting, like like my lizard brain was expecting the American size, even though I know the sizes are smaller. So,
Well, American portion sizing is just wild to begin with because, like, no one, and I say this with the deepest respect as somebody who is a big fat ass, like, no one needs 44 ounces of Coke. No one.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like,
Maybe to
That
share.
goes for. Well, I'm saying like, don't get a large Coke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care where you're going. Don't get the large Coke. It's not good
Oh.
for you. Same thing with like
Yeah.
sweet tea. That's a lot of sugar. And people are like, I don't
Yeah,
know why
well-
I'm fat. I don't eat nothing but vegetables, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out they're drinking a gallon of sweet tea a day. And you're like, motherfucker, that's 4,000 calories by itself.
Yeah, we had to tell my father-in-law that because he was like, "Oh, I'm eating a salad." It's like, dude, you're putting cheese, the shredded chicken, and this and that, and half a bottle of ranch dressing, bitch. You're not. That's you're defeating the purpose of having the salad by putting all the shit on top of it. Like,
Well, then you find out salads aren't even good for you. Like, you're better off to just have like cooked broccoli or cauliflower or peas or corn or anything. Skip the fucking salad.
But
Like-
it's so tasty.
I'm sorry, the salad without the dressing, without the cheese, without the meat.
Just
You're
the
like, well, I don't
leafy
want
vegetables.
lettuce. I want the lettuce as a vehicle to carry the high calorie things into my face.
Yes.
yeah.
Another
And
thing
it's
as well
almost
is
like,
like
no, that's defeating the purpose of having the motherfucking salad. But
another thing as well is like basic things you can switch. So where possible, I try to switch white bread for brown bread or white rice for brown rice, because in that you kind of for the same portion of hello again, Miss. For the same portion of brown rice compared to white rice, it's going to fill you up more, which means you'll end up eating less.
Well, I mean, the other problem is where you are, brown bread is actually whole wheat. Now they play this whole fucking game here where they make it brown so it seems healthier by adding like molasses, like color extract to it. It's actually white bread that's been dyed brown to seem healthier. Which
Ew.
is a special kind of insidious. Like, I found out about this when I started looking at what I was eating. Because, like, I eat sourdough. Everybody's like, that's white bread. I'm like, yeah, I understand it's white bread, but it's bakery bread. So it doesn't have as much sugar in it. Yes, it's
Yeah.
high calorie. It's real bread. It's 160 calories a slice. Guess what? A slice is this long. So you cut it in half and you have a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no worse than buying, Bimbo or Wonder Bread or whatever your brand
Oh,
is.
not Bimbo.
I get Bimbo.
Bimbo, they have one of their factories near where I live.
It's cheap. I'm poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's slightly better than cheap Walmart bread.
Oh, God, Great Value Bread
Taste-wise.
is the worst. I'm sorry, my grandma bought that. It's,
It is awful.
I buy the cheap shit at Tesco's.
Also, I love getting sourdough when it's on sale. Oh, such a great find.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, one of the great things about being on a pill for weight loss is that it forces me to get smaller portions because it literally hurts to eat more because of what it's doing to my stomach.
Right.
So, yay
You
for
my
that.
dumbass over here raw dogging it like, let's go! Real power!
Well,
Also,
you don't have. It's no longer called PCOS. It's PMOS now. But
Yeah,
you
they
don't
just
have
changed it
shit
today.
like that. Yeah,
It's
I noticed.
madness.
It's
Did
polysyndrome.
It's a metabolic disorder.
Oh yeah, metabolic ovarian syndrome.
Did you read in on that paper?
I have the wiki. The paper was too. I'm dumb.
Okay, so effectively, what's likely going to happen? Like, I read that paper upwards and downwards, left and right, backwards, forwards. It's going to become they're going to classify it as a form of diabetes.
Oh,
wait.
well, technically, I'm already on metformin.
I am also on metformin.
Not that kind of diabetes. Yes. They now think this ties into how diabetes forms. Diabetes is going to become part of the metabolic disorders, and they're going to start classifying them as types of diabetes.
Hmm.
Where insulin
Okay.
diabetes type 1, type 2 are its own thing. but it's tied into women developing that what is it, PCMOS now or whatever?
PMOS.
PMOS, yeah.
They just changed the C.
Because they now think dementia and Alzheimer's are a type of diabetes.
Okay.
Yes, the plaques forming in the brain is there's some, not 100%, but there's some suggestion that it may be related to how diabetes forms. Like all this is tied into some mechanism in the gut.
Which I guess would also give credence to one of the theories they have around the formation of dementia, which is your body's not able to process your urine as correctly as it used to, which helps with the breakdown of the brain.
My grandmother has Parkinson's and type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, I'm reading here.
Interesting.
It's likely because they're still not 100% certain.
Yeah, no, it's not 100%. Like it is this 100%. They're going like
maybe
the correlation's getting stronger.
Yeah, it's not quite causation, but it's getting there. But yeah, linked to insulin resistance.
Right.
Interesting.
So type 2 diabetics will be at higher risk for these other disorders because they're like, this gets into my whole thing about the doctor going, obesity, high blood pressure, and sleep apnea are all tied to each other and they make each other worse. Right. And some forms of drug-resistant high blood pressure are caused by apnea and vice versa. It's like, what? Yeah, turns out all these disorders, it isn't just, I'm focused on this because that's what I'm living through, but like other disorders are tied together like this, where it's like, if you only treat one of the disorders, you don't fix the problem and people don't get better. So like him telling me lose weight, but also treating my high blood pressure and then seeing a doctor about sleeping issues, like theoretically is the tipping thing that tips the health back in the right direction. And like makes me so angry that it's that simple and that literally the answer was always lose weight, but it was more complicated than just go out there and eat better and exercise. But it was like, oh yeah, actually you probably need to get treated for this. We treat this, it'll make this better, but we also treat this, it makes that better, and makes the other thing better. And by doing that thing, it also makes those other two better because they're all interlinked to each other. Like going into the whole like that disorder and diabetes, like, if we treat both of these, they might both get better.
Yeah.
Kind of a combination, sort of. You treat one and the other at the same time, then both will help the other.
Right. Because they're a feedback loop of each other. So if one is bad, it makes the other worse. Because that one is worse, it makes the other worse.
And
like I said, like... Okay, go ahead, sorry.
So what was so interesting when I first lost weight?
Yeah.
I knew I was healthy because Satan's Waterfall came back normally and was coming back every single month.
Right.
And then, because before it was like I would either need to be on birth control with the one placebo week to give my to kind of trigger the you need to flush everything out.
Right.
Now, I do have in my cabinet of medicines the specific medication to trigger that. Because, as my OBGYN said, like, for health purposes, you need to flush it out every once in a while.
Right.
And what I notice is even though I've gained the weight back, most of it, I'm still menstruating on a regular basis. Like, let me put this back up. Because I have a little thingy that helps me track it.
What just happened?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, never mind. It's fine. I accidentally moved the mouse and it confused me.
No worries. Hold on.
It's different from any other day. Anyway.
Sorry about this. I just wanted to update. There we go. So it's been like, ow.
Are you okay?
My knee is like, I want to ache right now. Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Still recovering from last
You must
week.
be over 40. The weird aches are coming in with no reason.
Yeah.
Mm.
Keep sending me
I
that video.
I think she has good reason considering how much we walked last week.
Come on, those are rookie numbers. You got to push them up.
So
What do you consider rookie? Anyway, sorry.
Anything less than 30,000. Real bros do at least 50.
Anyway, Mitch,
so it's been at least once a month for the past few months, and like, what I really liked was because it was funny because the one in December decided to come when we were on vacation in Hawaii.
Oh.
And because it was like I fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night, I was like, wait, let me go to the bathroom. Oh shit. Great. Woke up in the morning, threw on some clothes, walked to the ABC store. I need some pets. But this time, the cycle came the week before I went to England. So I didn't need to worry about it.
Well, good. Come on, brain, work. I'm tingled. Okay. What was that noise?
What
I
noise?
don't know.
Never mind. I figured it out. Sorry, I'm here, but I'm very scattered. And I heard the beep from Discord, and I thought it was something else. Because my brain didn't understand what was going on. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm probably going to have sleep apnea forever, regardless of how much weight I lose, because I don't have proper control of my soft palate. Because of my adenoids were so naturally large that they did the soft palate's job, and then I had them removed because they were going to explode out of my face. That's the doctor put it. And then I couldn't talk, so I had to go to speech therapy, but I still don't have, real control over it. It just doesn't do exactly what I want, so I have a bit of a speech impediment, but I've, talk in a certain way so it doesn't seem so much like I have one. It's really hard when I'm trying to read something out loud, because it's not in my cadence, it's in someone else's, and I have to really think about what I'm saying. Anyway, but I wanted to say that my PMOS, that's going to be weird, is a lot better thanks to IUDs, frankly. Because mine was really bad. I still get the occasional, bad cyst that they don't do shit about, because it doesn't matter unless it explodes. But, yeah.
Okay.
What was I? Oh, fuck.
What I missed? What's going on?
We're talking about PMOS again.
Mm.
We're talking about mine specifically, but we were talking about Mish's earlier. I really wish I didn't have the facial hair, though.
Yeah, there is that.
Because you can see I cut myself shaving. These are pimples, but I cut myself shaving this morning because I suck at it. I've been doing it for years, but I still keep cutting myself. Probably because my razor sucks. Because I keep buying cheap ones. You probably need a
sharper razor?
Well, we buy the cheap ones because, again, we're poor. And Hubby doesn't shave his face that often. I'm the one who shaves more of the time. And before I was shaving my legs, arms, underarms, all that sort of stuff, ass. But now I'm just shaving my face.
Right.
So we don't need to buy, the ultra expensive one. Because we're not doing a lot of shaving anymore. Because I don't shave every day. I only shave when I feel like it's gone too much and it's bugging me.
I mean, I just use, up until... Yeah. Never mind.
What?
I'm I used to... Then actually, I've been using a good razor since I was 18. I was I've been shaving every day since I was 17. I'm oh wait, I only used a cheap safety razor for the first 6 months. And then I went and bought, Like I think I'm on the not Mach 3, but it's competitor now because I was having issues with them nicking. Because at this point, I just shave here and here every day, and I cut myself twice in the throat, just paper cuts, but like it grabbed, and I was like, "This is a brand new razor," so I switched from Gillette to Schlick, I think. Schick?
We used to buy Schick, but now we buy Bic because it's cheap.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of heads, does what I need it to do. It occasionally cuts me. I no longer have a mole. I have just a little bit of a bump here because of years of shaving it off.
Right.
Yeah, I tend to grow a nice blonde mustache and then a forest of black hairs on my chin, but I go in and get it waxed off.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my facial hair. I don't think I've let you because I normally
I don't think you've ever been on camera with facial hair showing.
Yeah, I really don't like it, so I usually shave if I'm going to be on the camera. But it's very gray. Like, not just little bits of gray, it is just gray. And it is very visible. I'm also bald spot right here with it, so even if I wanted to grow it out, it would be awkward.
Right.
Oh, do you have like mine's quite patchy as well, and I absolutely hate it.
Yes, I'm very patchy. And it's
I'm
only here
the exact
and
same.
on my neck. Not here, so I can't like grow a proper beard without going on like testosterone.
We can't all be blessed genetically.
Yeah, hubby hates your beard. He wishes he had your beard. Because he's not patchy, but it's very light. It's red and blonde and gray.
I have the red, but I also have the brown, and it's not obvious. The blonde's going gray now.
He's always had very light hair.
Yeah.
It's very soft and fluffy. That's why I love it, but anyway.
Oh, this never stops being funny. This t-shirt was tight a month ago, and now I'm just like,
That's so nice. Unrelated to everything, because I just saw this headline. Apparently, the mayor of Arcadia, which is a
oh yeah, she's a Chinese agent.
Yeah, it was a city in Southern California. Oh my fucking god!
Wait, what happened?
The mayor's a Chinese agent.
She's a Chinese spy, so she had to, not be mayor anymore.
Oh.
Damn.
Hot damn.
Oh, the times. Oh, the times. I'm though, weight loss for me used to be nothing until I got older and my body changed. Because I used to be able to just eat whatever I want because I was more active because my body wasn't quite as horrible. Like, my boobs weren't as big. I don't have them anymore, obviously, but back in the C cup days, I was very active. I was a little muscly. And then they kept being bigger. I started not being able to sleep well. And then, my fibromyalgia got worse. And apparently I have arthritis in my spine. Probably from the tits.
Probably.
So it's become, and the PMOS makes it hard to lose weight. So I'm very thankful, even though I'm going to watch my bones, because that's something to worry about. But I'm very thankful for the Wegovy, because it's working. Because I would really like to not be 200 some odd pounds. I'd like to get under 200.
So would I.
Go, buddies! Because I'd like to stop this.
I feel that. I can do that.
Yes, you're buff boy, we know.
Everybody's like, aren't you flappy? I'm like, what flap?
Although I'm getting a little bit of definition.
Yeah.
I just need to lose the flap.
Definition.
Just nothing, just solid arm.
Like, I'm not looking for abs, I'm looking for health.
Yeah. No, exactly. That was the best part about getting strong. I'm like, where's the definition? They're like, Cupcake, this is your muscle. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like when you look at like real body weightlifters, the body of real weightlifters,
strongmen, not bodybuilders.
Yeah, they're not chiseled because that's just cosmetic.
This is what like strong arms look like. It's you think like, oh, you're gonna have these huge muscles, and you just look like I look at my arm next to like my guys, and like the muscle on my arms is just bigger than theirs. Like I didn't like, oh, I'm Arnold. Just there's no flap. It's just muscle.
Yeah.
And that was the weirdest thing about lifting was like these were like they were like really flappy. Like I could hit them and then like now there's just nothing. It's just it's a little jiggle because it's arm, but like it's like what the fuck.
I mean, if you want to get super chiseled, one, you have to do a lot of pointless exercises.
Oh yeah.
And then two, you have to dehydrate yourself to get the definition.
Right.
Which sucks.
Well, you see people like Eddie Hall and stuff, where his arms look like, his arms are way larger because he's way stronger than I am, but like his arms look just like mine. It's hilarious. Like when I saw that, I was just like, oh my god, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be like, oh no, not big arms. It's like, no, that's not what strong arms look like.
Like, I'm probably always gonna have to get like above medium clothing.
Yeah.
But I want to be okay with that because I'm not looking to be like real thin.
Big Torso Club, go!
Oh, I'm so happy these are gone.
Right. Because we had that conversation at work. Because they're like, well, what? Like, you really think you're gonna get down to 165? I'm like, if I get down to 165, I will be real thin. Like, what? I'm like, I will be real thin at 165. There will not be any flab on me at that. They're like, how do you know that? I'm like the guy I'm talking to, I'm like, my forearm, your forearm would fit inside of my forearm. He's like, oh. I'm like, your torso, your rib cage, your rib cage is physically smaller than mine. My shoulders go out farther than yours.
Yeah,
that's also genetic.
They're not small, but they're very rounded shoulders.
You're sloped, whereas I'm squared off.
Yeah, and that's always annoyed me. It wasn't so bad when I was skinny and muscly because it made up for it. Yeah. But I'm probably never going to get muscly again because no thank you. Running bad. Running should only happen in emergencies. I should get better at running though.
Well, the whole thing is you don't have to fucking run.
No. I mean, because I find running difficult.
Well, everyone does. It's not supposed to be easy to run.
Yes, but I want to be able to run quickly in case my mother falls.
Well, that's why you go. That's the whole deal with like longer and longer walks at a higher and higher intensity.
Yeah.
Like no one's expecting you to go run a marathon in like a week or a month or a year even. Like that's like you, me, Mish, maybe Tam. Like not like we would have to train for probably 18 to 24 months to be in the kind of shape where you could run a marathon.
Yeah, which I'm not looking.
It took my sister a lot of training to be able to run that marathon.
Right. Like I've run 5Ks. I could probably do a 10K, but like anything above that, hell no. I would need a lot of training.
Yeah. I also want to be able to pick my mom up, which I can kind of do right now on my own, but if she was like dead weight, I don't think I could.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because I've done 50 and 75 pound bags of like sand and cement and stuff. Dead weight is hard. Like barbell weight is not the same as dead weight.
Although I would only be moving her if she was in like a bad situation. Most of the time,
you'd be positioning her for recovery.
Yeah. Because I'm always worried about that heart attack that's looming in the corners, or that stroke that's looming in the corners.
Yeah, just over the horizon.
Or a bad fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, my grandmother fell a dozen times in the last 5 years and never broke anything, and I have no idea how. And then, literally, right before we were coming up against that wall of like in a facility, she fell and like broke her hip so bad that they're like, she has to be in a nursing home. And as much as it sucks, and as much as I'm sorry it happened, it was fucking serendipity. Not that I want her to go that way, but like it was no longer up for discussion. There was none of this like, well, maybe a little more than assisted living, but not full nursing care. They're like, no, she can't walk on her own. Like standing makes her pass out.
Yeah.
She's in full-time care. And it sucks, and I'm sorry, and like I didn't want it to happen, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Now my mom's falling into the same habits she did before. She's like spending all her time over there. I'm just like, but also my grandma's like on her last legs, like making the most of like she may not be here in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. What little time you've got left.
Right.
I still regret a little bit not seeing my dad enough when he was in assisted living, but that was mostly because that involved occasionally seeing my sisters, which I really didn't want to do because we would argue over his care, and right in front of him, which he didn't need.
Right.
Nah.
And then there during the end, he asked me not to be there because he wanted me to look over my mom because he was losing his mind because of the fever.
Yeah.
Right.
But my mom's afraid of assisted living because she had to be in one for a little while and she just did not care for it. So I'm trying to make sure to keep her out of it as long as possible. I mean, she's in pretty good health, all things considered. I didn't mean to turn this into a sad point.
No. Just the fact of life.
Yeah.
It's like you get some people like my nan and by extension my own dad who in the later years, so like 60s, 70s onwards, are a bit more frail. And then you get people like my friend's nan who's 81 and she can still do a squat, sit on her and say that's the most comfortable position she can sit in, walk about and go around town as she pleases. And she's had a heart replacement and macular degeneration. Like, some people just keep going.
Yeah.
Some people aren't as fit.
It's all chaos, baby. And genetics.
Yeah. Yeah, I had, so, my brother who lives in California. Normally, he understands, like, if he wants to talk to me, he texts me and like, hey, give me a call when you get a second.
Right.
That's not what happened yesterday. He calls me at 6:30 his time. So I'm like, I'm glad I have a review of my handbook right now that is supposed to take me 15 minutes because I could take this call. So he calls me because, hey, I called mom. She didn't pick up. I just, Steve said something about you seeing her yesterday, just was calling. I was like, yeah. And like I said to him, she's her quote-unquote usual scatterbrain self, but she was fine. But it's one of those things where it's like, we needed to have a plan in place for her to go somewhere 2 to 3 years ago at the very least.
Right.
But no, she's fine. She was in a hurry and took off the gas meter off of the side of her neighbor's house. Didn't stop, didn't feel it. And as Mr. Mish said, like, my brothers don't understand, like, they don't think of what ifs. Because my brain went to, the next time she's in a hurry, she's going to run somebody over. And if she doesn't feel her car hit metal, she's not going to feel her car hit flesh and bone. And then we get a phone call from a police officer saying, your mom ran somebody over and killed her, and then that person's family member is going, why the fuck didn't you take her keys away? Now our family member is dead. But, and I said, you know what, I agree with you. But those two boys I've gotten to the point where it's like, I've told them my concerns. And there's probably, as Mr. Mish said, a little bit of misogyny in there. That they're the men of the family. And what they say goes a little bit. And so I'm like, yeah, you know what? They're the powers of attorney. Anything happens, I get a call from a police officer or doctor saying this is what happened. I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry that happened. Is everybody okay? I am not her power of attorney. Call this person. He's in California. Here's his number and his name. If you need someone there in person, call this brother. Here's his name and number. He's in Cleveland Heights. I cannot make decisions for or about her. I cannot legally do that. I cannot put her in a nursing home or assisted living because she is technically mentally sound enough to live alone right now. Technically. She's just the little old lady who's scatterbrained a little bit. That's how she presents. But my brothers don't want to talk about, and I even told them, let's not have what happened to Dad happen to Mom, because what happened to my dad is when my mom was taking care of him, he fell and hit, she has like a recessed, it kind of goes out the window. He falls, hits his ribs against the side of the little, area there, breaks his rib, goes to the hospital. The hospital goes, holy fuck. He had to sit in a chair, strapped down, because he would not stop wandering around. Because that was his form of Alzheimer's. He would wander around all the fucking time. And so it was not Mom. It was not me. It was not my brothers who decided where he got to live out the rest of his life. It was the hospital and doctors who said he's going to this nursing home.
Yeah.
And I was like, we had no choice in the matter. Even though Mr. Mish and I were looking. It just so happened that he fell, broke something, and the hospital's like, okay, we're putting him here. He's healed enough, we can put him here.
Yeah, because they're going to get him out of their facility.
Yeah, we got to get him out of the hospital. Let's put him over here. And so I even said that in a text message. Let's talk about this so we have a plan. So that if Mom falls and breaks a hip, whatever, it's not going to be us who makes that decision. It's not going to be her. It's going to be the hospital who makes that decision. And don't we want to make the best decision for her health and well-being? But no. So they don't want to talk about it. They want to have their heads up their asses. Fine. Because I'm like, I get it. And I think at one point even my mom was like, well, would you want to be in a nursing home? I'm like, if Mr. Mish can no longer take care of me, yes, put me in a home where there are people who are young enough and trained enough to take care of me. Because it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to my husband if he can no longer take care of me. Then we're both in a disaster area. So it's like, would I want to go? No, nobody wants to go to a nursing home. But it's an eventuality that might happen for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And you don't want it because there's bad ones even now. But it's like, you know what? If you plan for it and get yourself put on a waiting list. All right, let's go. Waiting list. It's like with my dad's parents. My grandpa got heavy enough that he fell over once, and my dad at the time was still active. He worked for the city, so that's a lot of outdoors, heavy work. He's doing work. He's an active person. He's a strong person. He lifted his dad up, and it was so hard for him that the blood vessels in his eyes broke. So it's like, yeah, even at that point, it's like, yeah. You have to then think like, guys, when the person who has the most physically demanding job, who's been doing that same job, and at the time, he was in his 40s or 50s, and he had been doing this job for like 20, 25 years. So it's not like he's little Mr. Weakling. When he can barely pick up his dad, help his dad up. So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. We have to have a plan. Because there will come a time when she will no longer be able to live by herself.
Yeah.
And what does that look like? And I mean, I thought ahead. And so I have an argument against her living in each of our houses. I'm like, older bro, you got 2 kids in a 3-bedroom house. Your kids are old enough that they deserve and should have their own rooms. So you gotta put when your kids or mom on a air mattress in the living room? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Gotta make your kids share? They're teenagers. What unless they have to, what teenager wants to give up a room that they've had by themselves for the past however many years they've been in the house? No, I don't think so. Younger bro, your house is all stairs. Mom would have to go upstairs to sleep and shower and then come back down to eat. That's not, at some point, that's not going to be safe for her.
Right.
In my house, she could, even though technically the room I'm in right now is a 4th bedroom, technically, even though we could put her in this room as a bedroom, she would still have to go upstairs to shower.
Right.
So, guess what? She can't live with any of us. Because at some point, she will become unbalanced enough to not be able to handle that.
I'm telling you right now, having dealt with my grandma's slow decline and my grandpa to some extent, there was a point in their late 70s where they couldn't live. They were living in an apartment that was like, or it was a townhouse, but it was like garage and then a staircase up to like the 2-bedroom apartment above it. And they literally had to move out of there because it got to the point like they couldn't go up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
And they lived in ADA accessible apartments from that point forward. I mean, not ADA in the sense of like not wide doors, but like they had to live in places where it was an elevator and there were no stairs because they physically could not handle it. And it got to the point 2 years ago, my grandma stayed with us for 3 months because my mom just couldn't handle going back and forth. And like within 3 or 4 months, my grandma was at the point where they were like, yeah, she can't stay in your house because there are stairs. Like my house is basically built up off the ground. So there are stairs in every direction to get into our house.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Let's say like 3, 4. But like my house is raised up off the ground. Like we have a basement that I'm sitting in. But the basement has, 8-foot ceilings because the house is sitting 3 feet above grade.
Yeah, I mean,
just they can't stay with any of you. They have to go into a care facility. Like it doesn't matter what you want. Having lived through this and watched it happen, they're going to a care facility. Not necessarily where my grandma is now, but like we went through progressively heavier and heavier assisted living until it got to the point that she can't walk. If she stands up, she falls over. If she tries to walk unaided, she falls. And they're just like, yeah, she has to be in nursing care. And thankfully, my grandmother never hit the point where like your father, where like just gone. But like, it's my grandma's at the point where it's just smile and nod, half deaf, got Parkinson's, like it's like, oh okay, like. So I don't know. It's just a mess. Like growing old sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then all of us basically, I don't know about Mish, but I feel like I know Kiki and I were both like, I'll be dead before that's a problem. And then we live to be adults. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, she's gone. Yeah, a lot of us and a lot of people I know didn't expect to get this far. And then we did, and now we have to worry about getting even farther.
Right.
I must
Tim,
admit, like,
you're making the crinkly
come.
noises again.
I'm making the what?
The electronic crinkly noises. Like when
I was going to say something witty, and then I was
I'm
going to.
sorry.
It's fine. It was just a response to the crinkly noises bit, but my brain just blanked. This is why you people. This is why you don't work, people, because it destroys your brain.
Poor Temtem.
Only 4.5 more weeks to go.
Woo! Unrelated
Again.
to everything, just to switch the topic, because it's really sad, unless you want to say something, Cupcake.
No, all I was gonna say is like the being worked to death. Like, what pisses me off is the caffeine use ended up being my worst issue. Not being fat, not high blood pressure, not the stress. The brain fog was overuse of caffeine, and that still pisses me off. All right, sorry.
I was gonna say I'm excited for Ghost in the Shell on July 7th.
Oh yeah,
It
it's gonna
looks
be awesome.
The trailer looks so good. So retro, futuristic.
Yeah, 80s cyberpunk.
Yeah. Which I fucking love.
I have not seen it.
The trailer's out.
Trailer's been out for a while, hasn't it?
Well, it's there's been a couple different trailers. This was
there's a new trailer. Sorry.
Yeah, the new trailer said the actual date was just July 7th, but why is my brain not working? Where did I watch that? Probably YouTube. Huh.
It's always YouTube.
Wait, this is not the right browser for YouTube. Where? Ah, fuck. Hang on. Oh, good. That doesn't show up on the recording because I'm recording just that window. Welcome back, Mish.
Welcome back. Yeah. So, like, what
Welcome back.
what Mr. Mish's parents did, because they're same thing, like, because MIL, geez, a good 10 years back now or so. She went with my brother-in-law and then sister-in-law, they've gotten divorced, to New Orleans. And it's very silty there. So she slipped on the dust on a curb, fell on her left side, and severely broke her elbow and her hip.
Ooh.
And my father-in-law has neuropathy, and he's had both knees replaced, and he's basically at the point, how, like, when you're in pain physically, you're like, or, like, you kind of, your breathing changes.
Yeah, it becomes difficult. It's sometimes shallow. It's sharp.
Yeah.
Your lungs feel like pins and needles.
Well, and it's more of the fact that he is managing his pain through breathing.
Yeah.
So it's always like I'm like over exaggerating it, but you could tell like he's. So I'm not necessarily sure that anything's wrong with his lungs, but there's definitely something wrong with his legs. So like about 5 years ago, they moved into a ranch. So they have a basement, area. But everything is on one floor. Laundry room, 1.5 bathrooms, bedrooms, everything's on one floor.
Okay.
So they got ahead of it. They kind of had to, for father-in-law, they kind of had to went, all right, this is for mother-in-law. Come on. She's having trouble getting around. Poke. So... And I mean, that's partially why my mom moved to a ranch, but she's still got to go downstairs to do laundry. So, yeah.
These are such happy topics. I'm so glad that
I
we're
know.
all getting old and having to deal with our parents, like, basically turning into the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Not my
had
mom.
Oh,
She's
no.
gonna live forever. But yours are all fucked.
a British question.
British.
Oh God.
Wow. Have I got news for you? Unfortunately, a great little rock known as Britain.
No, it was about HP sauce.
Oh, it's Parliament sauce. The brain sauce.
Brown sauce. Is HP the most popular, or is it just the one I hear about? The most?
Yeah, it's the most popular brand. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our A1 sauce based on a podcast I listened to with a bunch of British people.
It's steak sauce?
Yeah, but they put it on everything.
Okay.
Well, that's what
You
you
know
do
what?
with
I'm going to
A1.
send you.
What?
I'm going to send you the best version of it. So, Houses of Parliament or HP sauce is the most common one. We do have another brand that if you're saving a bit of money, people go for, and it's called Daddy's.
Yes, I've heard of Daddy's.
We have Daddy's brown sauce.
The people
What
on the
the fuck,
podcast. The people on the podcast
Come
I
to
was
Daddy.
listening to said it was worse.
Yeah,
I guess it's a matter of taste. At least it's
Daddy's
not
is
gentleman's
kind of cheap.
spread.
Wah.
Nice yawn.
I mean,
I am a god. No sleep will take.
I can't. No.
But no, I also learned that A1 sauce, America's steak sauce, is fucking British. I did not know that.
Now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
It's like fudge. Fudge is actually American. Yeah,
Yes.
we absolutely got a bundle on it here in the UK.
Yeah, I don't see fudge much anymore.
Yeah,
I
no,
only
it's
see it when,
insanely
like,
popular here.
I only see it when someone makes it for me and not in stores.
Yeah, I don't ever see people I don't see a store selling fudge.
Yeah.
That's all I meant. That's not a thing anymore, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it probably is somewhere
Yeah, no,
in America, but just not wildly.
Well, you have to go to a candy shop.
In the UK, it's seen as like a seaside treat. So when people go to the beach, it's insanely popular. You will find fudge shops on every street corner.
No, that's taffy for us.
I'll put
really?
fudge. Anyway, sorry.
Or at least here on this coast. I don't know about the other coast, but this coast is taffy, especially
It's
salt
taffy
water.
on the East Coast too, because we do taffy at the Great Lakes too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
I love me some taffy.
One thing I love is when I go to mainland Europe, and of course you've got Belgian chocolate. But my favourite will always be when I go to Scandinavia because they put salt with it, and there's these what are they called? I always get them when I go to Sweden. Get the name of the brand, but they're essentially it's like crisps, but covered in or chips, as you guys would call them, but covered in chocolate. But because it's salt and then chocolate, that's so delicious. What's it called?
I don't remember what they're called, but they're good.
Yeah, we've had Lay's has done those a couple times.
Yeah.
Not in the way that
I don't see them very often anymore.
We usually do pretzels instead of chips.
Yeah.
Not in the way the Swedish do it. Yeah, Smash, that's it. Called Smash. They're like, I don't know if you remember, Lay's / Walkers did was it brand called Bugles for a little while?
Yeah. Those are like the cone-shaped Frito type things.
Yeah. It's like that, but covered in chocolate. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. I'll get a picture of this. Can I get a picture with the little Smash bits?
Oh, I put the Ghost in the Shell trailer if you want to watch that, Tim, in the podcast thing channel.
Sweet.
Thank you.
So,
Words.
oh. So this is the packaging, and then if I just go back, that is my resignation letter. We will minimize that.
Oh,
And then,
they're like bugles, but with chocolate on the outside.
yeah,
That
exactly.
sounds good.
It is. It's really, really nice.
And addictive.
And then there we go. Huh?
And addictive. Like, you couldn't stop eating
Oh
them.
yeah.
Oh yeah. When I get a
chocolate
pack, I
pretzels.
sit there and eat the entire pack in one sitting. There you go. And that's what they look if the image will load.
Never.
Mr. Image, would you please load?
Never!
Never!
Mm.
Please, I beg of thee, please.
Oh,
Ah, my ear is itchy. That's fun.
Scratch
your ear.
No, I can't, because the itch is where my new piercing is.
Oh, then don't scratch
Ah.
that.
Scratch it with
Yeah.
all the fury of 1,000 supernovae sun.
I mean, I could just move my jaw up and down because it will rub the back of the piercing against the. No,
I mean,
they
don't
are
look that
so
great,
nice.
but yeah.
Nah, that's not the best picture, but like, I was just showing what they look like. I'll have to send you some over at some point. They are really, really nice because it's salt and then the chocolate, and it's just and they have a nice crunch to them as well.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
And this is coming from somebody who's not a big fan of chocolate.
Oh, I love chocolate. Sea salt chocolate.
Or
Chocolate with a bit of salt is just great. Add
then you'll
some
love
caramel
those.
to that.
So I just ate an entire tub of flipping Biscoff ice cream. I said I'm gonna eat a little bit, and then I ate the whole thing. Right as you guys were talking about weight loss and whatnot.
I don't know.
It's just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just sat here eating a tub of Biscoff ice cream. Why not?
Fancy.
Tam.
Oh, it was. I'd like to point out it's a tub in the British sense, not the American.
So it's a small tub? Like a personal tub? Or is it bigger than that? Send us a picture. There we go. That's like a personal tub here.
That's a quart, give or take.
Yeah. Which is like
That's
weirdly expensive here.
This is for sharing in the UK. Like, that's about, what, 2-3 servings in there?
Yeah, your pizzas are also like ridiculously small.
Pizzas are easier to gauge because pizzas are all done in like, so the smallest size we tend, let's take Domino's for example. Domino's, the smallest size is 7-inch. Then you go up to a 9-inch. What?
A Domino's small here is 10 inches.
So your small is, that's 7 inches personal. Then you got small, which is 9 inch. So your smallest size is bigger than the second smallest size in the UK.
I believe in order it's a 10, a 12, a 14, and then a 16 for an extra large.
Jeez. I used to get 15-inch pizzas at uni and I could not eat it all. Like, I don't know how some people could do that.
But you just don't have the skills. I used to destroy an entire extra large pizza like it was nothing.
Like, I have started, when I go back to see friends, if I get pizza from the place I used to go to, I at most get a 13-inch. I don't get anything bigger than that. I just cannot do it.
I would prefer a small, but they make it so that, like, with coupons and shit, it's more cost-effective to order a large.
Yeah.
But, like,
they make
Domino's here. Oh, God, sorry.
I was going to say, I want to order a small because I'd rather have, less physical food. But, like, a small is more expensive than a single topping small is more expensive than a single topping large with a coupon.
Yeah. There's always some kind of deal to make you get more.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to feel less shit after eating a Domino's, I don't know if they have it in the US, but in the UK, the vegan dough, when I was working there, I would try and make myself a pizza with the vegan dough because it made me feel less sick afterwards because it's not as heavy. Yeah, exactly.
We do, the way we get around it here is I just order the thin crust, which is like the cracker crust, and you're not getting as much bread.
Oh, thin crust. I hated when they brought back what's called the double decadence. It's just like
the double deckers.
I'm just watching diabetes just be born right here with this one meal. Just somebody is getting diabetes tonight. Like the diagnosis is straight after they eat this pizza. Like, good God.
One of the places around here does a calzone pizza, which is effectively just like think like a calzone shaped like a pizza. So then they just cut it, into slices, and the filling is on the inside. I'm just like,
yeah, I've had calzone before.
Yeah, just like, but so instead of being like a 6-inch calzone, it's effectively a 14-inch round calzone cut into slices.
See,
I don't know why anybody would want it.
Normally, when I go to an Italian restaurant, when I get a calzone, it's probably about, I want to say, anywhere between a 10 and a 13-inch pizza, and then it's just folded.
Right. Spiral cut the pizza and eat it like a slug.
Oh God.
Fruit by the foot, that shit.
I'm hungry now.
Hi, hungry. I'm Cupcake. Anyway.
What the hell?
Hi, Cupcake. I'm 10.
We got these Cheez-Its that are like cheddar jack and pepper.
Oh yeah, those are good.
They're so good. I'm trying my best not to just eat the whole box.
Conrad, your pain I feel.
Yeah.
I've been working on the same family-sized bag of plain kettle chips for like 2 weeks because I do not want to be the guy who just like grabs the bag and just sits here and nom. I've done a pretty good job.
One thing I do like as I've got on older is I eat far less crisps because I just sit there and it's like this fucking tastes horrible. Just to sit there and eat it is just so much salt and nothing to it.
Right.
Why did I keep eating this? I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back, Mish.
Welcome back. Thank you.
I don't remember what I was going to say. It was something about Little Caesars, but...
Thank you for calling.
Oh, there
dude, Little Caesars by us? The $5 pizzas are $9 now.
I don't remember what ours are. Hang on.
I was looking at it because I was thinking I was going to get Little Caesars after work on Friday, then I saw that their pizzas are $9. I was like, oh, dude, never mind.
We usually get, like, if it's just me and hubby, like, doing laundry, and for some reason we want to get pizza, because usually we only get pizza as, like, a family meal. We get the little lunch boxes because they come with a drink.
Yeah, they only do those from like 11 to 2, and most of the time I'm at work when that's happening.
Well, that's usually
when
we're doing laundry, so...
Yeah. Well, I have the machines in my house, excuse me.
Well, I would use the one here, but it's too expensive.
I know.
Order online. God damn it. I just want to know your prices.
No, we need to track you.
Yeah, sure. I just won't complete the order. What am I looking at?
Just the regular pizzas. I mean, like,
where the fuck is the regular pizza?
They're like if it's like mine, they're way at the bottom.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Please no. Mostly because I don't want to be associated with the turf. And,
Wait, who's
and a Trumper.
Oh,
Classic pepperoni, $10.99.
yeah. It's gotten crazy.
Oh, the lunch combo's still okay. It's $7.49 here.
They used to be $5.
I know.
When they
I
brought them out,
remember.
they were $5.
It sucks. We don't get it very often anymore.
No, well, I mean, nobody can.
Just like we don't go to the good pizza place anymore because it's too expensive. Not that Little Caesars is bad here. It's actually quite good. But
yeah.
But like Pizza Hut or some of the independent pizza places are just way out of my price range.
Yeah.
Not even for like a special dinner or anything. I'd be like, no.
We're actually not too bad. $9.25 is what they're at now. By me. So like technically it's still under $10, but I just miss when they were like $5-6. Like they're crawling up to the point where it's like, I'm good. The other problem I have with pizza is like the frozen pizzas are now crawling up to the point where they're not any less expensive than going somewhere for pizza.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And like occasionally Walmart have a sale on theirs, but sometimes theirs just tastes like cardboard. I guess it depends on the day and who's making them.
Right. Oh, you're talking about the deli pizzas?
Yeah, but like the frozen pizzas, those are getting so expensive.
And they're shrinking them.
Yeah.
Like they used to be like 12 inches. Now they're down to 8.
Yes.
I keep having ideas and they just roll out of my head. Oh, let's talk about anime. Because you actually watched some. Cupcake?
No, I didn't watch anything. I just work.
Moon?
I can't look at that. Anyway.
Can't look at
what? So I caught up with you on Freerun.
Yeah, you're on episode
24?
I'm only on 23.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
But I'm liking this arc.
Yeah, the final exam arc is awesome.
I mean, it's kind of like adding a battle royale shonen thing, but in a different context.
Well, have you gotten to the second exam yet? I can't remember if that's...
They just started it.
They're going into the King's Tomb?
Yeah, and they it ended with, because you've seen before, or Forbidden Iron, it ended with the copy of Freyrin.
Yeah, she's the ultimate boss.
Yeah. Which is like, oh shit.
Right. Like, literally all the other mages are just like, oh fuck. And she gets... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but she just gets super excited when they start talking about how they're gonna kill her. She's like, "Ah, yes, finally a challenge."
But yeah, I'm loving. Ow! I just poked myself in the eye. I'm loving Freyrin. I love Fern and Stark's interactions because they're totally falling for each other. Obviously.
Oh yeah, they're wildly in love. They just refuse to admit it.
Well, they're at that age where she's still figuring out who she is without her training.
Okay, so serious question. How old do you think Fern is currently?
Isn't she like a couple thousand years old?
No, that's Freyrin. Fern, the purple-haired apprentice.
Bayron said in a couple years she'd be a proper adult, so I'm thinking like upper teenage years, but she might be in her 20s.
She's 21.
Yeah, okay.
Because Stark is like 20, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like they're kids, quote unquote, but like they're adults. Like they're not
20-year-olds are kids.
They're playing them like they're teenagers, like 15, 16. They're like actual grown adults.
Yeah, but
they've had
I don't care. Sheltered lives, so
yeah. Like I don't care how tough you think a 15-year-old is. They're not doing, even with all the magic and shit. They're not doing what they did without a lot of.
Yeah. But no, what I meant more was because she got to she did her goal, and now she's not quite sure what to do with herself, other than keep following Bayron.
Right.
And now there's this guy, and she's got weird emotions.
Well, effectively,
Emotion.
like where humanity is with magic is just kind of in this weird thing. And all of the other mages in the exam complain about how Fern has no passion.
Yeah.
Magic is a tool to her. It's not like combat wise. I don't mean like they're starting to, from talking to her, they're starting to realize like because Firin was her teacher. She's all about weird spells. Like she wants to learn spells that do things that help people. She doesn't do any, like, her combat is literally basic defensive magic, basic offensive magic. That's all she uses. She doesn't do anything flashy, no lightning blast, fire blast. Just like chew, 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 chew. And like the one girl's like, you can't possibly defeat me with that. And then she does a thing where she just goes like, she like focuses, and you see like the summoning circles like pop up all around her, and the girl's like, what are you doing? And she's just like, bing, and there's just like 1,000 bolts of light. And she's like, oh my god, what? Oh my god, I can't defend against this many. Oh god, it's like oh shit.
Yeah. Proving that you really don't have to be flashy to win.
Yeah.
You just have to be smart.
Well, then they get pissed. Like they're like, you just brute force everything. She's like, still beat you.
Yeah. God, I'm so tired. And yet not. I'm at that point where I'm up again.
Yeah.
And my brain's not working. Sorry.
Right.
I'm trying to think of things and it's just going away right as I think of
like
it.
sand in your hands.
Yeah. But no, I liked the small arc with the priest as well. I hope he comes back.
That's gonna be a payoff later, I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully. Because because he helped with the kids, obviously, because I'm gonna call them kids.
Yeah. Asian experience, basically.
And showed the more what Faerun learned about emotions side of her.
Right.
Go away, you fucking bug. There was a bug on my desk.
You fly, don't bother.
At least I hope that was real.
It's not real, it's a government spy.
It's not a bird.
Cupcake's like, wait, what? It's just like, look, pigeons.
Birds aren't real.
Hey, it's in the background.
Gotta love that fake conspiracy theory. It's so funny. Anyway. I have a message.
Main screen turn on. How are you, gentlemen? All your base art belong to us.
Fucking Tim, you could have just talked to me. We're talking to each other right now.
Hi.
Some deep dark secrets going on?
No,
Never mind.
I poked Tim like a while ago in DM and they just got back to me.
Wait, no,
yes.
It wasn't relating to that.
Oh, what is it? What?
Never mind. Explain later.
Okay. I'm confused.
It's alright, I've forgotten what I actually said.
All you said was sorry.
I forgot.
Okay, you'll remember at some point. Or not. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Or it does. I'm not sure. Also, where the hell is my present?
Oh shit! Yeah, what happened?
Huh?
I still need to contact the PO box people because apparently it got returned to sender.
Oh shit. I hope maybe you got the address wrong or something?
I don't think so, because I showed him literally your address as written on the one you sent me, because at the same time I sent it out, I went to pick up your present to me.
Ah.
So it's just like, hey, it's this address here.
I don't know what's happening then. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I still need to contact them anyway, just to see where it is currently. If it's still at the thing, because there was also a little bit of a cock up with the PO box, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's hope it works out.
At this point, I might as well just give up. Nah, fly to the US, just drop it off personally.
Oh, I would love that. I would hug you to death. Just
Down on my
break your
back.
spine.
Break my spine!
If I found out Tem was coming to the United States, I would book the next flight to wherever they were landing. I'd be like, fuck it, we're all gonna meet up. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay whatever it costs.
Flies a plane into your house. Hi, Cupcake! Just if you fly a plane into my house, what the fuck?
You could have just landed it at the airport. I would have met you there. What the fuck, bro?
Come to California. We'll go to the train museum. It's all
Oh, God.
historical and shit. I love it.
Come to California, they said. My British ass just melts the moment I step off the plane.
That's true. Maybe not while in the summer or spring.
Come to Minnesota. You could just freeze solid.
I'd rather that. Because I
Actually,
used to
don't come
lock
in the
myself
fall
in the
either.
freezer.
I mean, we
Come in the winter.
Sunday to Monday? Yeah, Sunday into Monday, we literally had a freeze warning. It was
Oh,
May the
jeez.
fucking 9th. In fact, I remember this conversation because they were like, I don't know who was in here with us, whatever. We were in VC and somebody's like, you have a freeze warning? I'm like, yeah. What? I'm like, yeah. Now, mind you, it's like 70 right now. Yeah, it's 70 flat right now. But like,
Yeah, we broke a record
What?
yesterday for heat.
Where is it right now? It's 9 Celsius right now, which in freedom units is... I'm lazy, I'm not doing a conversion in my head. That requires me to do math.
I don't think anyone blames you.
Oh, shit. Oh, I mean, I guess because it's late evening now, but
Yeah.
it's 48.2, so 48 Fahrenheit.
Not bad. Not bad.
According to this, it is 31C, which is 87F, which is actually quite pleasant.
31C, that's a decent summer for us here.
The high today will be 90.
The hottest I've ever experienced is... I'd like to preface this, is that I prefer dry heat to...
Oh, I hate when it's muggy.
humid. Yeah. From working in kitchens, like, I can deal with the heat, it's just, I fucking hate it when it's like a wet heat like you get in the kitchen. If it's a dry heat like I had when I was in Italy, 42 is surprisingly manageable. That's 42 Celsius. You just got to drink a lot of water, yes, and you can deal with the sweat. The only thing I didn't like about it was when you breathed in, you could definitely feel it in your lungs. But I would rather 42 in there than, say, 35 in a kitchen.
Okay, considering me fun stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what am I hearing?
Sorry, Kermit singing My Chemical Romance.
Oh my god. Wait, which song? Because I can send you more. I have loads of these things.
Yeah, I'm friends with Kiki and Cupcake on the Book of Faces. So all of a sudden, Facebook Messenger pings, Cupcake has sent you a message, but you know his real name. And I'm like, oh, what has he sent me? Oh. Oh.
Hang on, this one's pretty apt considering I have seen, where is it? Keeks has a Bluey in the background, and come on YouTube, load. Where is it? No. Don't tell me it's been removed off of YouTube. That will be depressing if it has.
If it's related to Bluey, Disney is very critical about getting stuff on YouTube off.
I thought it was BBC who owned the rights to it.
Disney owns distribution rights, so they still have some say. That's where we watch it in non-BBC land.
True. It's right how although mind you, Disney's now ditched their distribution rights for Doctor Who, because
that didn't work out. They really fucked that. I liked some episode, and he was a good doctor, but that was a terrible plot for his companion, whose name I forget, which tells you how much good that did. Oh no, forced motherhood. Like, nothing about that was logical. Like, I'm all for her wanting a baby, but that's not where she started, and it's not where she should have ended.
It sucks, because, like, you have some really great people play the Doctor, and, like, the companions as well.
Like,
It's just let down by the writing team.
Yeah, I liked where they started her, where she was like, is this what you do to all the companions before they fucking die? Or worse? Because she was smart? And then suddenly she has a fake baby and is brainwashed to it. And when the spell breaks, she's still... I'm all for people still wanting the baby. That's fine. It just felt very forced.
I haven't watched it since the early 2000s when it was 9 going into 10. 9 is still my favorite Doctor.
Eccleston?
Yeah.
Eccleston was extremely underrated.
He's a great actor. We just watched him in, what the fuck was that called? Hang on, I have to open Netflix.
You know why he only did one season, right?
Yes. We've talked about it before.
I meant Mish, but I'm not... I don't remember anything.
We often go back over topics, because who cares?
True.
The show is called
I was just
Unchosen.
wondering if Mish...
It's on Netflix. It's a limited series. He plays a pastor who's a sex pest in a kind of rural cult. It's great.
He's been in so much. I think he's in... Isn't he in Lord of the Rings? That one I will not refer to the name of the thing, because I refuse to give a certain someone the time of day.
Okay.
She Who Shall Not Be Named.
Oh, okay.
What else has he been in? Besides Doctor Who and the ones I've listed. He's been in a fair few films.
Okay, hold on a minute.
What was that program where he played a father, and apparently he got an award for it, because obviously him and the kid he was doing it with, there was a really good representation. It was a TV show where he played the father, and then he was doing it with this kid who had Down syndrome, and it was like just kind of the life of this kid and his dad dynamic. I forget what it's called.
I've not seen it. He's been in a lot of shit. But no, great actor, deserves all his credits.
Yes. So you guys know the one film from the late 90s with Cate Blanchett as Elizabeth?
No.
Mr. Eccleston is in that. He plays Thomas Howard, the 4th Duke of Norfolk. Because I kind of was like, I think he's the one Duke guy in that, so I had to look it up, but yeah, he is.
I don't think I've actually seen this. I know of it, like, through cultural osmosis, but I don't think I actually watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should. Was it good?
I liked it.
It's long.
How long?
2 hours and 4 minutes. So, average nowadays, but it was made in 1998, so that's long. That's my logic there.
Yes.
Time isn't real.
Oh, I've been seeing TikToks of this. Not TikToks, Instagrams, because I don't go on TikTok. Although I've started scrolling Instagram and I hate myself.
Yep.
I mean, I'm doing it right now.
Mood, same.
I'm gonna close that. What was that movie? Is there anything we're looking forward to coming out? I mean,
The third Dune movie.
oh yeah. When does that come out? I know it's like, is it this year or is it next year?
This year. Dune 3 release dates. December 18th.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Someday we gotta make Cupcake watch all that stuff.
Well, it depends on how much time we want to kind of dedicate to it.
Yeah.
And how many of the ones you actually want to watch. Because everyone kind of agrees that the 1984 one is a little bit of like an LSD trip.
Oh
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, an LSD trip. They throw in pugs for some reason, you know. Like, I get why they did, but it's like you see Sting in a Speedo.
Even in space, pugs.
Hmm.
You see Patrick Stewart with hair, which is very odd to see.
Wait, Patrick Stewart had hair?
It was probably a wig.
Yeah,
Because
they
he
had
has
a- they had a wig.
alopecia.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. I think.
I didn't know that.
I know he started losing hair very early.
Here, let me.
Even if it's male pattern baldness, they can start early.
Yeah.
So I put it in the chat. So like you could tell, like he was, if that's his actual hair, he was balding like Mr. Mish and my dad is balding. Like the top went first, and you know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one in forever.
Okay. So hold on a minute. I kind of have to use Sting. You know what? It's a GIF. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Sting. Dune. Okay. Okay. So it's gotta have some 1984.
Whoops. Shit.
Okay, so there's only one that's coming up, but yeah, it's a Speedo.
Yeah. It's a deep V Speedo. Although it's a bit thick.
Yeah, it's
a space Speedo.
Yeah, it's okay, hold on a minute. But yeah, he kind of comes out of the mist. And it's just like, but he portrays Fayed, who in the I like the way they portray the Harkonnens in the newest one. It makes them even more menacing. But like even even this promotional picture is menacing.
Yeah.
Because the atmosphere of the Harkonnen homeworld is such that it's black and white. There's no color. And so I do like how he portrayed it. And it's really weird because okay, so that actor who, you know, that's his so this is the actor who portrays him. Right? And a Skarsgård, the elder Skarsgård, portrays Baron Harkonnen.
Right.
So the actor who plays Fayed studied how the elder Skarsgård talked. So when he talks as Fayed, he sounds like Skarsgård.
Yeah, he's very good at stuff like that.
Yeah. So let me.
He deserves more flowers for what he does.
Let me see if I can find an example that's really.
Speaking of bodies breaking down, I hope this chest pain is just from exercise.
Me too.
I mean, I know with my history, chest pain, I should probably have it looked at, but that's like a lot of money. And it's only like occasionally, and I can deal with it, so whatever. Yay, American health system.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good example of the differences.
Yeah. I really like the new Dunes. I mean, there's some bits I felt like I had to explain to my husband what was going on, but I don't know if that's just because it's Dune.
Yeah.
Or, like, there were some times where I was explaining, like, the differences from the book to the movie. Like, because some characters are more... What's her name? The character Zendaya plays is a little more... less of a tool.
So Chani is less... In Villeneuve's version, Chani... She objects more.
Yeah,
she has more of a voice. She's like, you're
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. She's like, you're becoming a messiah. You're becoming the white savior, basically. You're becoming the savior of my people, and fuck that. So...
Yeah. She has self-actualization.
Instead of mindlessly... assisting Paul because she loves him.
Yeah, he wasn't great at writing women, so whatever.
Yeah, Herbert wasn't the greatest. And it's very clear that the Harkonnens are the way they are because... Or at least Baron Harkonnen is the way he is partially because he's gay. Or he's... At least from the notes, and then, like, because in the prequel, there's 3 prequel books to Dune that Frank didn't write, that Brian wrote, but it was taken from his notes. So you kind of get a little bit of insight into, like, oh, so he was at least bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
And so, is that why Frank made him the way he was? Partially because of some internalized homophobia, I don't know, but we'll never know because he did, but...
Yeah. That, and just... It's an old hat to say this sort of thing, but it's of its era when it was written.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And we all know it's not an excuse.
No, it's the reason, not the excuse.
Yeah.
It's just an explanation. We're not saying it's okay.
Yeah. Warner Brothers having to put that disclaimer at the front of all the old Looney Tunes going, it wasn't right then, it's not right now, but it is a product of its time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to change it when you know...
Would be to argue it never existed, yeah.
Yeah, and is a disservice, so we're leaving it the way it... Like, all the Speedy Gonzalez stuff, especially, like... And the side... Oh my gosh, from... What is it? Fuck, the one dog movie. Lady of the Tramp.
Oh, I was gonna say all dogs go to heaven?
No, Lady of the Tramp. The Siamese twins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are Siamese, if you please.
We are Siamese, if you please. I'm like, oh my god. Because, like, watching it, especially as a grown-up, you're like, oh my god, this is racist as fuck!
Or like the original version of Willy Wonka, where they're not Oompa Loompas, they're African babies.
Yeah. I had to explain that to someone recently. It's like how the original name for And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie is Seven Little Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that word.
Well, kind of in that vein. So there was someone I know in, like, the Overwatch fan base area.
Right.
Who got a little bit of anonymous Tumblr hate. Because it's like, oh, stop stop, with the head slop or the heterosexual things. Lucio is gay, and they called Lucio, who is he's Portuguese. He's from Brazil, but he is black. That's his skin color is black. They called him the N-word. Which it's like, dude, like, don't call him that. It's like, of course, but and like, because I first saw it when I was coming back from England, I was like, my tired brain is, if you're gonna motherfucking hate correctly, that man is not American. Don't call him the N-word. You want to hate him, fine. Don't call him the N-word.
But Mish, that word is universal for people with dark skin. It doesn't have to be American. They can be Martian.
But yeah, I was like, I kept with the caveat. I was like, it's not right they called him that. But like,
well, is that an albino Namekian? Kill him like the rest.
Yeah, but
I got geeks.
But it's like, be correct in your hate. If you're gonna hate and be stupid, just be correct.
Well, that's what adjectives are for.
Almost showed you my nipples.
Ooh, la la.
Kinky
nipples.
Please, we're trying to keep this like PG, We don't want to get banned on YouTube.
I can just blur it out in the edit. It's not like we're streaming. Actually, I'm almost positive for a second there my nipple was out.
It's something just popped into my head based on what Mish said. It's what is it? People's comments about Cotton in King of the Hill. Like,
yeah,
you have what is it? Hank going, are you Chinese or Japanese? And then you have Cotton going, he's like, no, he's Laotian.
Well, the thing about Cotton was he was a racist, and he was unrepentant about the fact that he was a racist, but he was also incredibly intelligent. So it wasn't he knew what he was doing, and he knew what he was saying. But he also wasn't going to be that guy who was like, all you blah 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 are the same. He's like, no, Hank, he is not Chinese or Japanese. He's Laotian. I know a Laotian anywhere. He walks away, and they're just like, what the fuck? How did he know that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was just my thing, was like, come on, guys. Like, I'm quite sure that there is some kind of bad slur for darker skinned people in Brazil.
I'm pretty sure there is. There's a slur for everyone, everywhere, all the time, because we are a hateful race of human beings.
You are not like me, which means you must die.
Or get fucked, or both.
I forget what the word was, but I remember, because I wasn't sure about the idea of reheating rice. Somebody called me what translates to in English white devil, which is
for reheating rice.
Yeah, no, I said I didn't. I said, but because I used to work in kitchens, and I said in front of this person about like I wasn't sure about reheating rice.
Okay.
If you do it in certain ways, like what is it? I've learned since then. If you do it in certain ways, you're fine. Just don't really shove it in the microwave. Bad idea. Mind you, anything reheated in the microwave is probably a bad idea.
Probably what?
Probably a bad idea.
Why?
I don't know. It's a long day.
Okay.
No, did you hear what Dr. Oz fucking said?
What?
That America is underbabied? That women
it's
are not having
what?
underbabied. That's
not having enough children. Not under babies, like being babied.
Yeah, that women need to have at least 3 or 4 children.
All right,
Ignoring
more than poverty wage.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
ignoring
gonna
the fact
get
that
to
we
this.
can't do that. We don't have enough money, we don't have enough health care, and we don't have enough job care. And most of our school systems currently are fucked.
Well, see, this isn't about taking care of human beings. It's about building new slaves.
Exactly. New drones to work.
Yeah,
Because
but
the old
not for
drones
long.
are going to die.
Not long, because soon automation and AI will make sure that no one needs to work and everyone can starve.
Yeah.
Everyone
Which
goes,
is
well,
why they're underpaying the farms currently.
Yeah, they're like, well, what is it like? Well, what will the rich do if there's no one to buy their stuff? They don't care. They don't care. They don't.
all
I'm
the
just
stuff.
saying.
They don't need you to buy anything from them. You're not important anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? Cannibals has taught us anything. The rich are edible. Just saying.
I'm not going to become a cannibal.
The
I'm
problem
joking.
is
I'm just making a joke about eating the rich.
This gets this whole thing of like people are like, well, like forget that the guillotine was the answer. See, the problem is you're thinking of millionaires, not multi-billionaires who have private armies.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get close to them because they have a private security force that would put most police departments to shame.
Yep.
We're not talking about a millionaire or even a multi-millionaire, somebody who's got 10, 15 million. We're talking about people who have 20, 30, 40 billion dollars. You're never going to touch them. They are beyond your reach.
Yeah, so I am probably not off base here that Bezos knows exactly the fact that he is not liked. So he's probably had some contingency plan besides security systems of nobody's got to get close to me because guillotine was the answer, but those were royal monarchs who were in power for so long that they were complacent. And so when the people rose up, they were caught off guard and didn't react in enough time.
And that was based on the fact that they were so unlike that even their own military and police wouldn't back them up.
Yeah. That as well.
Yeah. These aren't like nation state leaders. These are fucking merchants on steroids.
Yeah, and they have mercenaries who are being paid very well to make sure that that person who's the billionaire stays alive and stays protected.
Well, it's better than that, Mish. Better than that. It's corporate security. They're not mercenaries. They're employees of their company.
Yep.
I did see an article like a couple days ago. I'm trying to remember it, but like building doomsday shelters in what the fuck? New Zealand has become very popular.
Uh-huh.
My plan for doomsday is popcorn, a deck chair, and just watch it all burn.
Oh yeah. No, effectively if and when real generative AI, like not generative, but like real cognitive AI actually comes into existence and they don't need us anymore, it's going to be hilarious to watch most of the world starve.
Yeah. Which is kind of already happening.
Well, I meant like everyone, not just like the people in Bangladesh. I mean like all of us Americans, 300 million people killing each other and starving because they don't need us anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone keeps going, no, Cupcake, that's a conspiracy theory. Well, it's only a matter of time. We keep moving more and more into this system of no one has any value, and basically, unless you're a multi-billionaire, as soon as they don't need us, we'll be gone. We'll be tools thrown in the trash.
They'll keep enough of us around to buy their stuff and be their.
No. I'm talking post-scarcity. So they don't need you to buy anything. They have all the money. You are nothing. Like we're going up to
them. What is money at that point?
Well, it doesn't matter because they'll just make their own in doomsday shelter sort of system to keep people complacent into protecting them.
They become lords of fiefdoms. They don't need money. Money has no meaning. They have all the power.
Yeah, and they'll keep enough people around to make sure that they get what they want, or like they'll give people. It'll be like the company towns,
right?
Coal mining, coal miners. You get money, but you can only spend that money in that town, and you keep getting in debt because they provide you with whatever.
What I'm getting at is we're rapidly reaching the point where actual AI, not like the learning machine, actual AI and robotics may eventually completely replace the need for human labor. That's what I mean by post-scarcity. They don't need human beings to do anything for them anymore. They have robots. They have drones. They have programs. They don't need white collar. They don't need blue collar. They don't need people to do anything for them anymore.
I'm a little worried that we're not actually going to get to that we're going to wipe out before that point.
Well, I mean, climate change.
Well, not just climate change, just the expectation of AI and automation is above where it actually is right now.
We're a lot closer than you think we are. I'm telling you this right now as somebody who's rapidly looking at his workforce being deleted.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm just saying that the systems can still be kind of... Trump expects too much and is trying to go too fast.
Sorry, Mish. Keeks. Yeah. Sorry. Tired. Keeks. Our entire warehouse system has been fully automated for 10 years.
Yeah.
There are no people except for at the very end of the thing when they wrap it. And that's just to make sure that they don't push it, like off a lift.
I'm talking more about, I think I'm trying to say more about like food systems and not like warehouse systems.
What I'm getting at is they don't care because they don't need anyone to do anything with the food. Like they'll have stuff in place to make their own food, but we all get to starve.
Yeah, because eventually, yes, they will have drones and robots to replace the immigrant workforce that does all the work in America that the whiteys don't want to do anymore.
I mean, they have the drones, they just don't have the robots properly.
Right.
Cupcake. Mitch, just look at the other day, another thing, I know this is not the same sector, but it's transport is an example of how far it's come, right?
Right.
Remember I was streaming from the front of the DLR and you came on DLR with me as well, Mish, and I mentioned that you can sit right at the fucking front. Yeah? There is no driver in that. To think from that back then, in the 80s, the first, we'd already developed automation in transport technology at that point, to the point where we could have no driver in the front of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, in that short 40 years time span since the DLR became a thing,
right,
we're at a point where vehicles are driving themselves on roads, not tracks, but roads.
Right.
I think I saw one of those when I was in England. I'm like, because I was looking at it, I'm like, because they had like a sensor on top, sensor on each side, front and back. I'm like, I think that's an automated car.
Right.
I think it was right by your hotel. We saw a Waymo taxi.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What blows my mind is we are so close to decentralized, hive mind vehicle, car. I'm talking United States strictly, not so much where TEM is, but United States where everything is car centric. My car is from 2 years ago. It's a 2025. It effectively can drive itself and make decisions faster than I can. There have been 3 incidences in which it has used collision avoidance system to drive the car out of a position in which it would have a collision without my input. Holy shit. The car can make decisions for itself. Now, it doesn't do that all the time, but I've had multiple instances in which I should have had a collision and the car went, nope, meep, 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 gone.
Yeah. Our cars are even older than that, and they have similar systems. They're not as advanced, but
Right.
they'll warn you. Or my mom's car will. It has a system to where it understands the lines on the road.
Right.
And will tell you when you're not in the right line, and you can also kind of autopilot it, which is a bit frightening.
The lane guidance is hilarious because as
Yeah.
long as your hands are on the wheel, it'll just stay in the lane.
Yeah.
So I know Mr. and Mrs. Bronco has that where
as
long as you have the turn signal on to change lanes, it doesn't do anything. But as soon as if the turn signal is not on and you start drifting, the
just puts you
wheel
back where you
will
were.
vibrate. It'll vibrate, and you're like, oh
it
shit.
Doesn't. Like, mine will actually put you back in the lane if you start to drift over the line. It's hilarious.
It depends on if you've got the auto thing on or not. Otherwise, it'll just beep at you like a motherfucker for my mom's car.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm talking brand new car. It will actively avoid. It actively avoids like having you collide.
Yeah.
Like it won't let you. It won't let you if it notices there's somebody alongside of you and you're gonna turn. Like you have your turn signal on, like you're gonna turn into them. It just won't let you turn the wheel.
Yeah.
Until the object's out of the way.
And even like a decade ago, I remember like there was a big thing a decade ago. Was it Volkswagen? They released a Golf, I think, with the ability to park itself, and they made a big thing about it. Well, I remember it being like adverts where it's just like you took the hands off the wheel and the car would just park itself, and that's last decade. Hell, lorries for or trucks for goodness knows how long have had, especially from the likes of Volvo and Scania, have had the ability to detect when something runs in front of it for a very long time and stop the truck on a dime.
The I don't know what you want to call it, but like that, I have that same system on my car. If you're gonna like run into a pillar or a board or whatever, like a concrete post, it will just actively step on the brake if it's like drifting into something.
And here's the neat part as well. A lot of these systems don't just fully apply the brake. I learned something to avoid the rotors becoming the brake pads becoming absolutely useless. They actually modulate how much pressure they put on to avoid the overwear on the brake pads to stop it becoming essentially too hot and slick.
Well, my car was a hybrid. It actually just like drives the motor in reverse to slow the car. It's hilarious.
Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's
regenerative braking.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing. You can on my car. There's paddles that look like for shifting. They're to increase and decrease the regenerative braking on demand. So like when I'm coming up to a stoplight on the highway doing 60 miles an hour, I can turn it up and then just like go in the turn lane and let the car slow itself down, and it charges the battery.
Love it. It's just like on a lot of vehicles, especially in London, whether it be buses, trains, and whatnot. They've massively pushed to increase regenerative braking because of just how much it saves.
Yes.
Like, I wonder what your mileage is like with the regenerative braking, because people don't realize, but things like that do actually have a net gain overall. Like, I think on the tube when they introduced it, the power usage, because of how often the tube stops and starts, it went down by about like 20%, something like that, because they were bringing back 20% energy back to the system.
My car has used, oh god, what am I at? I think I'm at like 65 gallons of gas.
That's impressive.
I mean, I only got 5,000 miles on it, so it's not like, you know, like it hasn't got a ton of action. because I don't go anywhere. I literally I live 2 miles from where I work, so I just and I want to go. I always say on my days off I'm going to go do something, but then stuff like this happens and I'm busy all day, and I'm just I'm not going to get a chance to leave town. I'm not complaining. Yeah. I'm just saying on my days off, it's we have to do all these things because you're going to be working the next 5-6 days in a row.
Yeah.
So I do everything, and then I'm 10 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. They're taking away my 6-hour days because, quote unquote, that's not a real shift. So now I'm going to be working a minimum of 50. Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, age 92, calls on Congress to work on resolving the increasing national debt. Why do we have a senator who's 92?
Because they want their cushy jobs until they die.
Didn't someone try to introduce a bill that was they can only do 8-year terms? It probably got slapped down, but
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't it ironically, wasn't that put in by recommended by I forget his name, but he's a Republican of all people.
Was it Lindsey Graham?
No, hang on.
Why is his name in my head?
Also, I got it wrong with the 20%. It's actually about 5%. I was overestimating massively.
The comments. I'm almost 51. I was 6 years old when this fossil became a congressman.
Yeah.
Trump fired the FDA commissioner.
Fine.
Sure, can I tell you?
I think he also did the same to the FEMA commissioner recently.
Okay, I found out which one,
Senator, Congressman.
Ted Cruz.
Oh, okay. That actually kind of makes sense.
Which is ironic because isn't he in his 3rd or 4th term?
Probably.
Yeah, let's limit it to 2 terms. I'm just going to take another term, though.
Not for sitting senators, for new senators. So all the ones that have been there for half a century can stay. Well, the new guys only get, just short of a decade.
Yeah, because how old was it when Mitch McConnell stepped down? Is he still in there?
He's not the winner. Strom Thurmond dying in office at 103?
Yeah.
I thought the House of Lords was bad.
Put this in perspective. I think he's the longest serving.
He's the oldest member in the House of Lords. Let's find out.
He was born in 1902. He died in 2003, and he served in the United Senate for South Carolina as the senator, one of the senators of South Carolina, from 1954 to 2003.
Jesus Christ.
And before that, he was the governor of South Carolina from 1947 to 1951.
I mean, respect your elders and everything, but hot damn.
The man was what? The man was fucking already in his 40s when he was governor and senator. But right at the end, he was being pushed down the aisle by Robert Byrd, who I think is also dead. Yeah, he died in 2010.
Okay. Oldest member of the UK. So the way it works is essentially you can sit in the normal parliament if you get elected, and then House of Lords, which sends your up house, that's given as a peerage, blah, blah, blah. Essentially, it's just so you get put in there if somebody likes you enough to get united, essentially. Right. So the oldest member we ever had was first sat in the lower house, House of Commons, in 1922, and became a lord and was a lord until the age of 101 and just over a half.
Right.
Jeez.
Dear fucking God. The problem is, though, is, again, the lords aren't like you guys' thing. It's not elected. So, yeah.
Quite shit.
Yeah, all of ours are elected, but it's still a mess.
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially the House of Lords here is when you are put in there, it's kind of a life peerage, if you will.
Right.
I guess the closest thing to it is kind of because you have kind of until you die with the Supreme Court.
Right.
Once you get put in there, you either step down or you die. Those are the only two options.
Right.
Well, I mean, I think you can inject it for something, but yeah, essentially. Such a happy episode we've created.
I know.
I know. We can't help but talk about how fucked the world is, because that's all that's ahead of us. I mean, there's no joy. There's only misery.
I'm looking forward to the Project Hail Mary movie.
Okay, are you sure you don't want to be fat? Yes.
I'm reading the book.
Are you sure you don't want to be fat? Yes.
No,
It's a hell of a book.
The Project Hail Mary book. Which is...
I still would like to read that.
I'm not sure I like it. I'm gonna read it.
Oh, really?
It's entertaining, but he doesn't really paint a picture. He just tells you what's going on. It's a bit dull.
I know.
I mean, it's a book. I wouldn't want him to paint you a picture. I'd want him to tell you what's going on. I mean, one is a picture and one is words.
I could strangle you.
You know you want to. You'd have to come here. Then you'd have to deal with my sorry ass.
Listen, right. If you're gonna do that, at least wait for me. I want to catch this on camera.
Okay.
Put a catch it on camera?
You want to catch me not being able to strangle his muscular neck?
I'm gonna head out because I gotta do some dishes and make dinner.
Test has
Okay,
a
bye,
Mish.
Mish.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Toodles.
Or night, or whatever.
Yes. Toodles.
I suppose we should probably close it up, huh? We've been at this for...
Unless there's something else someone wants to talk about, yeah. I was going to have a special guest, but they got busy, so never mind. I'm not saying who, because in case I have a chance to have them on again, I want it to be a special guest.
Okay.
So
anybody I know?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't know enough people to just put a rando in.
Well, you have a different circle of friends than I do, and I just thought,
No. Those are associates. Those are hubby's friends.
Well, excuse me, your royal highness.
Like, I like them well enough and everything, but I wouldn't call them friends. They're not going to come to me for anything. They're not going to hang out with just me. I'm a tag-along.
Does that mean I'm an associate?
No.
Oh.
You're a friend.
Man, I was setting up for a great joke. I was going to be like, well, okay.
Like,
no,
it sounds very mean and rude to say, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. Like, my work friends are associates. They're not people I want to hang out with outside of work. Which is why I'm running into all kinds of fun issues. They're like, we should hang out. I'm like, no.
I mean, there is one person, but sadly he got fired, who I definitely would have hung out with after work, but then probably for a joint, but
right.
I am going to the movies on the 29th to see Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh, wow.
Which I've seen before. It's
nice.
I don't get the fan what's the word I'm saying?
Clamoring?
Yeah, about it. It's not bad or anything, and the music's okay. But it's kind of shit acting-wise. Which is a shame, because it has a couple of good actors in it. But, like...
Dig it. I dig it.
I get it. It's an indie film, I think. And it's telling a sort of dystopian story about renting or buying organs.
parts. Yeah.
And the guy having to be like, I'm the Reaper who takes them back. Ooh, it's so spooky and grim. Whatever.
Right.
I'm not paying for it,
SPEP.
so I'll go.
There's no theatre like free theatre.
Yeah.
And what makes it even better is somebody else pay for it.
I mean, I haven't been to the movies in a long while, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was the eye roll for?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Oh, okay.
He has had enough of dealing with us gooberations.
The second one was just for shits and giggles.
I know. Ow! Fuck.
Oh, you really are going either. Why is not so much a temple as a haunted dungeon? Yes.
Yes.
The Tomb of Nezarec.
Yeah.
And no one but goobers will ever get that reference.
All I could think of in my head at that point was a clip from Drop Dead Fred.
The Tomb of Nezarec is the home base of Ainz Al Ghul, the main character of Overlord.
Which I only know
I
through
still haven't
osmosis,
finished that
'cause
one.
I haven't seen it.
It's fantastic. As far as isekais go, it's fucking awesome.
I mean, that's
We had
probably
a long
why it's not on my
conversation.
list.
Yeah. Like, they're all
And-
supposed to be evil. They're the bad guys, right? But, like, they're not actually, like, muhaha evil. They're just like, I'm doing what I want and you can't stop me.
Yeah.
I got stuck in a game. Let's have some fun.
Right.
I think I didn't end up posting it because it wasn't that great of a game. But I played a game once that was kind of like that, where a girl realized she was in a visual novel.
Oh, God.
A romance visual novel, and she's like, well, I'm gonna make my own path. Fuck it, I don't like the guys. I want the chick.
Right.
It just
I think
wasn't
it's an
written
anime,
very...
too.
Maybe
I'm gonna make my own path. With blackjack and hookers.
In
Either
fact,
way...
forget the blackjack.
Jack, forget the hookers. Screw the whole damn thing.
It's in fact, forget the first thing. Forget the blackjack.
Screw the whole damn thing.
I thought it was that too, and then I watched A Trip to the Moon, which is episode 2, and he's like, I'm gonna go make my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the theme park and forget the blackjack.
Ooh, there's a new mail time.
Yes.
And you what now?
Loading Ready Run does this thing where they open, like, fan mail.
Yes.
It's always way behind because they get a lot of it, and they don't have
Right.
time. So
Right.
when they get sent food, it's a little weird.
Right.
But it's fun.
Yes.
Oops, no, don't play that. I accidentally clicked.
So, remembering I used to follow iDubbbz back in 2016, and people used to send him certain brown substance, certain brown
Fantastic.
solid.
Fantastic.
Okay, anyway, let's stop this.
It's just like, yeah, I've had enough. That's it. And it's getting weird.
Yeah, thanks for podding with me,
Rada.
even though it was
No problem.
depressing as usual.
Uh-huh. Quality entertainment.
Nobody listens to us.
Yes.
I
No.
do it for fun.
I've noticed the last couple have had 0 views. I'm like, eee.
Oof.
Hang on, let me look at...
They probably have views now, but I noticed when they get posted, they said it's 0 for a couple days because I don't have that many subscriptions.
We have 31 subscribers, but it usually takes them a little while.
Yeah.
Like, they don't automatically view it. Like, our last one has 3 views.
Right. We also don't do, like, we're not doing anything to, like, drive viewership. We're just like, we made this thing. If you want to watch it, watch it. Otherwise,
Yeah, I would stream, but I'm
I've
always
always
worried I'm going to
done-
have to get up in the middle of the stream.
right.
Like, especially
And I would
'cause I'm
stream, but
mom.
I'm just never home.
Yeah.
Because
I've never streamed in my life.
That, and I don't want to force you guys to like get on a stream with me and then it not work out.
Well, for me, the thing is, like, I've had multiple people be like, I want to do this thing. I'm like, great, let's do it. And they're like, actually, never mind. I don't want to do it. I'm like, I thought you want to do it. Well, I like the idea of doing it, but I don't actually want to do the thing. This is the same kind of thing I'm getting with weight loss. They're like, well, I want to do it too. I'm like, great. Well, here's what I'm doing. Like, no. I don't actually want to do it. I like the idea that I want to do it. I don't want you to tell me how to do it because I'm not actually going to do it. I just want to do it. I'm like, well, do it. What? Just do it. Well, I can't. Why can't you? I can't. Why can't you?
Yeah.
What's too hard?
I want the adipose pill.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. What?
I was just going to say, I want the adipose pill. No, not that one. I want the one that creates the little fat creatures from Doctor Who.
They're so cute. Do they still make
I want one. The only time I give birth is to one of them.
Well, the funny thing about the GLP drugs is that they're like worldwide, they're cracking down on it now really, really hard.
Yeah.
But they're like, basically, you got to be diabetic. You have to have a whole bunch of other, like, they're like, because people are like, I'll blah blah. Like, no, you're not doing that anymore. You can't. Doctors can't prescribe it off label anymore.
Yeah.
They're going back to like it has to be for what it's for.
I mean, I got it because of what it's called PMOS now. I almost forgot.
Well, goes back into my line of it's going to be a type of diabetes.
Yeah. I'm also occasionally pre-diabetic. I haven't been in like 2 years, but.
Well, yeah, because you're doing stuff to make your health better.
I can't handle soda anymore, so I stopped drinking it, and then fizzy water in general fucks me up now.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying the other day about how what is it? You drank some soda and you felt sick afterwards.
It was sparkling water that was lightly flavored.
Oh.
So it
Yeah.
Black razzleberry.
And it's gotta be the carbonation. It just fucked me up hard.
Carbonic acid, because you're one of the people that doesn't have a gallbladder, right? Or am I?
Yeah, I don't have a gallbladder. Remember?
Yeah. Well, I lose track of how many things you fuckers have lost because I'm all intact.
I don't have my adenoids and I don't have my gallbladder.
Somehow everything's still inside me that should be.
And I shouldn't have my tonsils, but the fuckers never took them out.
There was a joke there, Tim. I don't even want to touch it. No.
That's why I interrupted you.
Did you just say, I'm sorry, there's too much prep to do?
No, that's why I interrupted you.
Oh.
I could see the look on your face.
The gears of my head were
okay.
The flywheel was opening. Yeah.
So
it's like, no.
Do it. Maybe end the recording session first.
I can always edit it out if I don't like it. I do what I want.
That's true.
So you're fine.
I do what I want. I forget the rest of that thing from South Park.
Something about like pegging or something. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I've had 3 colonoscopies.
Just got case look.
I felt like one was enough until I'm 45. The doctor agreed.
I didn't care. They're not bad. I'm pre-colon cancer.
Oof.
So I have to get one like every 5 years.
Look at me. I'm at risk for cancer. I'm so special. Rod.
Yeah, another reason to get my health under control, even though that doesn't always help with cancer.
Yes, it does. Metabolic disorders increase your chances of cancer.
I didn't mean it never. I just meant sometimes it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, no, you can be healthy and still get cancer. That's just bad luck. But this is like the revolver has 1 bullet in it. You're heavy. It has 2 bullets in it. You smoke. It has 3 bullets in it. You drink. There's 4 bullets in it. Like at some point, the entire revolver has failed. It's gonna happen. It's a matter of if, not
No.
it's a matter of when, not if.
I really can't handle
Do you know the
alcohol anymore.
The irony is the cancer that I am genetically at highest risk for.
Yeah.
By being on HRT, I have massively reduced my risk of getting it.
Yeah. God damn it.
Positive stuff. The gender fuckery.
I still loved learning that too high of estrogen levels will cause a stroke, but not testosterone.
Yeah, that's why I can't take birth control. Oop.
And that's why I had a lot of concern when it turns out my estrogen levels were way higher than expected. Turns out my body loves that shit.
Good lord. Good lord. Uh-oh.
What is this, Keeks here?
Mom answered the phone. I was just trying to listen in. It's probably the robotic. Please try.
You have an appointment.
No, it's auto insurance.
Oh.
Which is we have AAA. Fuck them.
Right.
It's just that they call like 4 times a day at random hours, never the same time.
Right.
Once they called it like I want to say 4 in the morning, and Mom was pissed.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would be.
I love how in the UK it's called AA or AA, and then in America it's the AAA.
All right, legitimately, I gotta pee. I'm gonna disconnect. I'll be around.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys in general chat. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.